technical difficulties. Ladies and gentlemen, if the stream has been down, we hopefully have it fixed now.
Yep.
Hopefully have it fixed. Scoreboard is still 0-0 here with 6 minutes in the game. So hopefully everything is fixed if the stream did in fact go down.
All you missed was a pair of Kings Mountain Flooring America first downs, a passing first down to Quinton Davidson. There's another 10-yard completion. That time to number 12, Kobe Pacehour.
I just stopped the stream all of a sudden. I mean, I started the stream right now.
That's third first down in a row. Kings Mountain's got something going here as they're about to be inside their red zone on the 25-yard line of Hunter Huss. Defense slow to get set. Carolyn Wade takes the ball outside the right edge, finds plenty of running room, almost picks up a first down, 9-yard gain.
I will say this, I am very impressed with how Kings Mountain is able to string along such an impressive offensive drive, not going backwards at all.
No.
At all. You know, that's what hurt them in the their first drive. They weren't able to string along, positive yardage. They got backed up that one time for that long third down play, which could have been even further if Hunter Huss would have accepted the penalty. So very impressed with how they have done on offense. Pistol formation. Kalen takes the snap, but there's a whistle before the snap, maybe some movement.
Now, Hunter Huss defense does appear to be penetrating the line quickly, but Kings Mountain still able to read it and get off the edge, running a lot of option with the quarterback.
For those of you, hold on, we'll bring this to you. Looks like it was a offsides on the offense. But for those of you who were wondering where the stream was, we were having some technical difficulties here at Kings Mountain. We seem to have them fixed now. So we are sorry about that, but you have not really missed much, fortunately, as the score is still 0-0 looking at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter.
Kings Mountain was driving effectively, got backed up by a 5-yard penalty, 2nd 6 now. Looked like had trouble with the exchange. Kalen Mack picks up a few.
May have picked up a few, and that was probably the shortest gain they've had so far on this drive. So bring up a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 as they are on the other side of the 20.
Defense shows blitz.
Pistol formation.
Bring blitz.
Kalen Wade throw out to Kobe Pacehour in between his hands. That could have been a first down. All he would have had to do was grab it and turn upfield for just a few more yards because he was maybe 2 yards out from the first down. Let's see what Kings Mountain does here. Kings Mountain has a kicker who can hit the field goals if necessary.
Ball on the 19.
Ball on the 19, 4th and 5. Looks like they are going to keep the offense out there as Kalen Wade trots over to the huddle. Kings Mountain looking to at least get the first down here. All they need is 5 yards. Shotgun formation, trips to the left, lone receiver on the right.
Oh, he's got pressure.
Pocket's been broken up, and somehow he escapes, throws it across the middle, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by Hunter Huss, and he is going. The only person in his way right now
is his own lineman.
Own lineman, absolutely, as he is hawked down.
That's Britton, the wide receiver.
Chris Britton came down to hawk down Jaheim Mullen. That, this is one of those things where it's almost a learning situation for a quarterback, even though this quarterback is a senior. He's in year 4.
That's 4th down.
And it was 4th down. Do you really force it? You're basically deep in Hunter Huss's territory.
Yeah, I think you do try to force it because, if you don't get rid of it, you're giving the ball over. It's almost like trying to punt, but at the same time, you got to be ready to to cover it if it gets intercepted. And he just left it up for grabs.
Yeah.
He threw it towards the receiver who was momentarily open, but he had to float it because he was off his back leg, and that let the defender just come right in there and catch it on the run.
And it was across his body.
Yeah,
so, you know,
it's definitely a throw he shouldn't have made, but since it was 4th down and he knew he just tried to, he was just trying to force a throw to a receiver because it was 4th down, and he got intercepted and returned a long way.
So now Hunter Huss on Kings Mountain's own 12-yard line. Pocket breaks down. Quarterback flips it over to the running back, and he gets a 1st down as he gets the 10 yards. That was Malik Corey as he gets the 1st down.
So he uses the outlet valve there and picks up 11 yards. And a 1st down. That's got him on the doorstep now. No, actually came up just short of a 1st.
Didn't?
Yep, only a 9-yard.
Only a 9-yard. I thought he had the edge. He had the edge.
And it really was a no-yard pass and a 9 yards after the catch.
Yes.
Just hit him out the backfield right at the line of scrimmage.
3-back formation. Looks like this is a big package. Hunter Huss is trying to run. Referees call a time on the field. Looks like it was offsides on Kings Mountain. That'll move them closer and closer.
6-inch penalty.
Yeah, I was about to say, maybe half the distance to the goal, 6 inches.
Didn't even pick up the 1st, but came awful close. They might have to measure now. Yeah, that did give him a 1st.
That gave them the 1st down. 1st down. Big package set up for Hunter Huss. 2 fullbacks and a running back. Hand off to the right side. And he reaches in there for the touchdown. That was a touchdown by Jaheim Mullen, the guy that came up with the huge interception to get them in to the red zone in Kings Mountain territory. They handed off who was in the backfield to get the 1st score on the Parker Farm Service scoreboard. Right now it's 6-0. If the extra point is good, it will be 7-0 Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain. After a 1-yard run to the right side of the end zone with a stretch. And it was blocked. It was blocked. Kings Mountain got a fingertip on it. So it was blocked. Hunter Huss is only up 6-0. With that, we are going to take a quick break. But when we come back, more of the game brought to you by David C. Brinkley, North Carolina House of Representatives, the title sponsor. Hunter Huss 6, Kings Mountain 0. Back after these messages, ktcbroadcasting.com.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Start your morning with a rich, smooth, and freshly brewed McCafe coffee. And now, get any size for just $1 at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price of participation may vary. A la carte only.
Considering hardwood flooring for your home? Then head to Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. Right now, at both locations, you'll find a big selection of in-stock hardwoods on sale, priced as low as $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot at Flooring America, located at 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain and Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow.
And we are back here. Kings Mountain High School. Oh, big shot on Britton as he takes the kickoff out to the about 21-yard line.
A little better return, but he did get met harshly right at the 20. Blocking was set up, just didn't pan out there. Kings Mountain is going to start their drive 80 yards away.
If you're Kings Mountain, especially if you're Kalen Wade, you got to come out here and you got to put that last interception in the back of your mind.
Yeah, had an excellent drive. Just went for it on 4th down. Tried to force one in there because, you know, if you don't throw it at all, you're going to turn it over. And unfortunately got picked off and returned for a big gain. Hand off to Britton. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, unable to gain any yards on that, maybe even lost a yard.
Again, looking at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard with about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter, 6-0. Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain after a 1-yard stretch, really, by the running back to get the touchdown.
Yeah, just reached it out across the goal line when he got close. Touchdowns tonight sponsored by Ronaldo Auto Mall. Thank them for sponsoring our touchdowns.
Snap to Wade. Fakes, handing it off to the man in motion. Gets it out to Kobe Paceauer, who is able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, made several people miss there.
Great speed by Kobe Paceauer out there on the outside. Wide out wide receiver position. As he was able to use his feet and yards after the catch to get the first down. That was one of the things I said to really watch for Kobe Paceauer, just his speed.
Yeah, that was all with his legs because it was just a little bubble screen.
Yep.
As soon as he caught it, he made a guy miss completely and picked up 10 after he made the first guy miss.
Shotgun formation. Hand off to Kalen Mack as he pummels his way forward. Gets about a 6 or 7 yard gain on the play. That was a solid run.
Yeah, good hole off the right side, running off tackle there.
I've noticed Kings Mountain really likes running out of the shotgun, as that was a 6 yard gain as that brings up 2nd and 4, which I don't blame him. Hunter Huss has been able to get a lot of penetration up front that gives Kalen Wade a little bit of cushion as he receives the ball from the center to kind of dissect what the defense is doing, as it's basically a designed play. The snap comes in and Kalen Wade runs forward for about 6 yards to pick up the first down. Fakes the handoff to Kalen Mack, keeps it for himself for the first down. 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line of Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain's put together back-to-back decent drives, as this one looks just as good as the last one.
Yeah, they picked up several Flooring America first downs at this point. Passes out. Kalen Wade didn't have his head around before the ball was in the air. Excuse me, Paceauer. Kobe Paceauer not able to spot the ball and make any sort of play on it. That brings up 2nd and 10.
That is actually 2nd or 3rd time I've seen Paceauer and Wade not really on the same page on some of these throws.
Looked like he's coming out of a break early or late.
Yeah.
Not the anticipation's not there.
Timing just wasn't there. It's a delayed handoff to Mack, but he is eaten in the backfield for probably a loss of 1. It looks to be a loss of 1, so this will bring up a long 3rd down as the final minute of the first quarter starts to happen. We're about 50 seconds right now.
Yeah, quarterback, Class of Fort Lincoln player to watch. Kalen Wade finding room on the ground, but Kalen Mack unable to find many holes just yet. He's had 6 carries for 10 yards. Still looking for that room.
Trips left as Kalen Wade looks that way, comes back across the field to the Kobe Paceauer for the first down and more, as that gets down all the way to Hunter Huss's 30-yard line. With that first down, it stops the clock as they move them on up. 28.4 seconds left in the first quarter. Kings Mountain is putting together a decent drive, and that was huge, especially for such a long 3rd down.
Yeah, that was about a 26-yard completion there from Wade to Paceauer.
Hands it off to Kalen Mack. He bounces off the first tackler, and he keeps going, almost breaks through the second. And he is excited on the sideline as the clock continues to run, and they're going to let it bring the end of the first quarter.
So there's a little bit of that running room Mack was looking for, and he turns it into a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they're asking for, and they can't just turn into a one-dimensional team. They want to be able to run Kalen Mack as well. great little drive Kings Mountain has going right here. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Looking at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard, 6, Hunter Huss, Kings Mountain 0. With that, we will be right back after these messages, KTCBroadcasting.com.
Hello, I'm David Brinkley. I'm running for North Carolina House in Cleveland County. Visit our website, brinkley4nc.com, to read about the issues we believe in, including education and all the employees involved in running our school system. Team Purple believes in uniting, not dividing. On our website, we discuss not only educators, but our law enforcement, fire departments, and our education lottery system. Thank you. Vote David Brinkley, November the 6th.
This announcement is paid for by David C. Brinkley for NC House.
With that, we are now back for the start of the second quarter. Once again, looking at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard, 6-0, Hunter Huss. Hunter Huss takes the lead after they picked off Kings Mountain on Kings Mountain's last drive, took it down to Kings Mountain's own 11-yard line, and then was able to work it up a little ways before they were able to cap it off with a 1-yard stretching run. So that is how this, and then, you know, we were talking about how special teams might come into play. Well, Kings Mountain was able to block the extra point.
Yeah.
So that might be huge coming down to the,
also definitely dominated time of possession. They've put together a few lengthy drives where it's been several first downs, and that's what always keeps the ball in your hands.
Yeah.
Some 3rd and 4th down conversions even.
Absolutely. That's been very impressive by Kings Mountain.
You know, take away that, 4th down, forced one up, and it got returned a long ways for a short touchdown, and Kings Mountain's really kind of dominated the ball in the game, just behind on the scoreboard.
Yes, as that is a snap to Kalen Wade. He thought about just keeping it, and he is eaten up in the backfield. That is a huge sack by Elijah Neal, big defensive lineman, 6'2", 260 pounds. How would you like him coming at you?
Yeah, I would. I would want to lay down before he got there.
Yeah.
That's why they don't let me quarterback.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 12. That was a huge loss on the play. 3rd and 12, but this is not, they were able to get it past the 3rd and 11.
Yeah, they've had a long completion here and there. They've got a play or two in the book for this
Man in motion. Wade steps up in the pocket, misses Pacehour.
And I think Pace was very little behind him, but I think he had a chance to catch it. He held his face mask like it went through his hands.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell from here, but I think he finger-tipped it and feels like he should have caught it.
It was a good play.
It's going to bring up the kind of 4th down where you might consider going for it.
And it looks like they are. Kalen Wade is sitting there getting the call from head coach of Kings Mountain.
Thing is, it's 4th and more than 10 yards, so you could pin them real deep.
You could.
They're going to run a play, though. Going to try to pick it up here.
They are.
Kalen Wade has had just enough time when he steps up to keep his head up and eyes down the field. Here he comes again. This time pocket collapse, unable to step up, drop for another big loss, and there's that passing game disruption we mentioned in the pregame show. If you can get to a team's quarterback, it makes it real difficult for that offense to do much of anything.
Yes, it does. And that's been one of the strong points for Hunter Huss this season as well. It's been their defense. We've been talking about their high-scoring offense. They haven't allowed a lot of people that they've played, a lot of teams, they haven't allowed them to score a whole lot either. So they're flexing a little bit of muscle right here on the defensive end. But I will say this, that last drive was still very impressive by Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain's going to get one of these to capitalize.
They'll figure out here in a second. You just got to run a few screens to stop the aggressive rush.
Yes.
They'll keep rushing that aggressively, and you can eat them up with a little dump off here and there.
Absolutely.
And that should slow that down. So they'll probably try that next time they get the ball if they're watching the same game we are.
Yeah, I agree with that. With that quick timeout by Kings Mountain, we're going to take a little listen to our sponsors. We'll be back, KTCBroadcasting.com.
Bill Shuford Heat and Air and American Standard presents the American Standard Set the Standard event. Now through November 30th, get up to $1,000 in discounts on qualifying American Standard equipment, or get 0% APR financing with 60 equal monthly payments, plus many more special Set the Standard event offers. See Bill Shuford Heat and Air for all the details. Bill Shuford Heat and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Call 704-484-0025.
Back here at Kings Mountain High School. 6-0 Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain.
Kings Mountain again puts together a lengthy drive, held the ball, ate up some clock, got some Flooring America first downs, but unable to come away with points. That's going to be something they're going to have to rectify here as the game progresses.
Definitely, especially with Kings Mountain eating up so much clock. You want to see them come away with a positive ending on each drive.
Otherwise, all you're doing is, using up the clock when you're still behind.
Yeah, you're just digging your grave. That's what it is.
But it's better to have the ball than not have it.
Absolutely.
Just can't score without it.
Right. You're exactly right. That was a small rush up the center by Malik Corey for Hunter Huss.
About 3 yards.
That is a deep pass out of the backfield.
Intercepted.
Intercepted. Jesus, that was a battle between the wide receiver and the cornerback. The DB just happens to come up with it.
Took it away. That's number 2, James Usery.
You want to talk about taking it out of somebody's pocket. That was fantastic.
He was outmatched too, size-wise. He just jumped up, got both hands on it, and said, "That is my ball."
He did. That was fantastic, because I'll tell you what, the receiver got his hands on it first.
Yeah, that was absolute bomb of a pass too. That's probably traveled 40 yards in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. That was
35 at least. He unleashed a deep ball for sure. As far as all he had. It was an angled throw too. If he'd thrown it straight, it went even further than that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you remember what the number was that intercepted that ball?
Number 2, Usery at the top of the list. It was amazing. Another pick by the exact same guy. He just jumped the route. They stole that play from somewhere, Hunter. They knew what that play was.
Yes, they did. He read that like a book.
It was a bubble screen, and he took the pass like it was his. They intercepted that play from somewhere.
That's the second interception on the night for Caleb.
They either heard the call. It was an audible that they had seen once already, but he knew what was happening and just took it himself.
He did. He did. That was a pick 6, but it was really only a few yard pick 6. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Another touchdown.
That's unfortunate. It is another touchdown, and it looks like Hunter Huss is going to stay on the field with their offense, not necessarily going to bring their kicking game into it. Looks like they're going to go for 2 and try and make up for that extra point that they missed, or that was blocked earlier in the game. Oh, you feel for Kings Mountain right there. Big interception to set up maybe a good offensive drive again, then Hunter Huss just jumps the pass. The little screen pass to the outside.
Yeah.
Read it like a book.
Which should be impossible to intercept if they didn't know the play.
Rolling out to the right was Zoe Wallace, and he just used his size and muscled his way in there for the 2-point conversion. Now making the Parker Farm Service scoreboard 14. Hunter Huss, Kings Mountain 0 with 10:35 in the game. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after these messages, ktcbroadcasting.com.
Is it time to update your kitchen? Then see the Kitchen Cafe at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Right now, save up to $1,500 when you buy 4 select GE Cafe appliances. Now is the time to save. If you're building a new home or remodeling your old one, this is a deal you can't pass up. Again, save up to $1,500 when you buy 4 select GE Cafe appliances at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia is now your E-Z-Go golf cart dealer. Come in and get yours today. And for a limited time, buy an E-Z-Go golf cart and get 0% financing for 48 months. Come on in for all of the details. But that's not all. In addition to Yamaha and Polaris, Full Throttle Power Sports is now your Arctic Cat dealer. Take advantage of their Rush to Ride sales event with rebates of up to $1,500. Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk-In Law, online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Back here at Kings Mountain High School, 14-0 Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain. Big interceptions. One for Kings Mountain that put them in prime position to start another long drive. Then Hunter Huss just jumps a bubble screen pass.
Yeah, which is
a pick 6.
Which is next to impossible unless you know it's coming.
Kickoff is put on the ground, fielded. And this looks like a pretty lengthy gain. It is, as he's brought out at Kings Mountain's own 40-yard line.
Now, I missed that 2-point conversion. Who was it that scored that?
2-point conversion was capped off by Zoe Wallace, the quarterback. He just used his 6'2", what he's listed at, 200-pound body, and just brute forced himself into the right corner of the end zone. So Kings Mountain will come out here again, see if they can get something going on offense, which they have proven. Their, first couple of drives, they were able to eat up a lot of clock and move the ball. Just unfortunately, they got an interception, stopped on 4th down, and then their last one was an interception as well for a pick 6. This was a handoff to Mac, about a yard or 2. Looks like it's going to be just 1 yard. This will bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now's really where if you eat up a bunch of clock and don't score, you're just getting closer and closer to the end of the game.
Absolutely. You might have to.
Or to the half, which you don't.
You don't want to go into the half.
Because I think we're kicking it away to Hunter Huss in the second half.
Yes, they are.
So they definitely need to put some points on the board next time they get a good drive, get into the red zone. Bringing the blitz again.
Flag in the backfield as this is a deep throw. Jacoby Pace
and he caught it.
He caught it.
It's still going.
And
they're calling down at the 1.
They did, in fact, call him down at the 1, but there is a flag in the backfield. This is probably coming back usually when there's a flag
when the pocket collapses.
The backfield.
Yeah, they're calling him back. It's a hold. It was an amazing catch in double coverage. He went up and ripped it down.
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic catch. He went up, high pointed the ball, brought it down, unfortunately.
Again, they still need to run those little screens, maybe not to the wide receiver, that one that got picked off. I was thinking more to running back, kind of, slipping out of the backfield, just traditional screens in the middle of the field, because that's where that big rush is coming from. Up the middle and the outside linebackers occasionally. And every once in a while I've seen some secondary get in on the blitz, but they're bringing lots of pressure. They're going to have to find a way to keep that in check. And that's a massive penalty there. What was that, a 30-yard penalty?
Yeah. I'll say this.
I think they may have miscounted the 15 yards, but maybe the hold took place in the backfield, so 15 yards from the spot.
I'll say this.
It's about 17 yards back total.
At this defensive line for Hunter Huss, and they have some size.
Yeah.
They have some size. I'm not surprised Kings Mountain is having some trouble.
They always rush more than 4, too.
Yes.
It's not the front 4. It's somebody else that confuses your defense on some blocking assignments as well. So they try a handoff on 2nd, 25 or 30. Goes nowhere. Going to bring up 3rd down. So we're going to see another one of those shots down the field. I would look for something, not all of the first down at once. A little crossing route near the original first down or original line of scrimmage. See if he can find some room running left to right.
Yes.
Might even go to the main man, Kobe Pacehour, but on a crossing route of sorts.
Pacehour right now is single coverage. As the 2 get by again, Wade is having to scramble, and he gets taken down basically at the line of scrimmage again. We talked about it earlier, pregame, and before we even did our pregame show. Pass rush is everything. I was expecting Kings Mountain to have more of a pass rush on Hunter Huss, but it's flip-flopped. Hunter Huss's pass rush.
Tell you who it is, too. Number 44. He's a monster on the front line. That's David Lowry. Maybe even Devin Lowry.
Yeah.
It's just I know another Devin Lowry and don't want to get anybody confused, but that could be how he pronounces it. But he is an absolute force there on the front line. He's just immediately getting into the backfield on every play.
Yes.
He's rushing so aggressively. A lot of times Kobe Wade able to step up and avoid the speed rush on the outside, but he's getting no resistance from the front line. Nobody's blocking him. Really, maybe not be able to. Needs a little help blocking him right around the center guard, left guard area. That's where he's coming from.
And Pacehour with his speed, I'm noticing, I think Hunter Huss has got someone spying him right now. I think someone on Hunter Huss is they're just eyeing where he goes because he doesn't get very far.
And rightly so. He is the biggest rushing threat at the moment.
Yeah, he is.
Mac finding a little more room here recently, but Wade with all the yards.
Punt by Kings Mountain goes out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
So that's going to turn the field around. Hunter Huss's offense comes back out.
If you're Kings Mountain, this is a big defensive stand. You do not want to go into halftime. I know there's still 7 minutes, about 7:45 left. But if you're Kings Mountain, you do not want to go into halftime down 3 touchdowns to Hunter Huss.
Yeah, they still
Especially giving it back to them after half.
Yeah, you still got to feel good about a lot of the things you did on offense.
Yes.
Other than the unfortunate interceptions. There's a 3-yard gain by. Couldn't really catch the number, but I believe it was
41. Huh. I couldn't really catch the number either. Because there's not a 41 listed.
I thought it was 12.
Was it 12?
But no, it wasn't. It wasn't. He's too big. That's the biggest guy on the team. We did not
Right.
him. Tony Davis, the one to watch. So not in the backfield. Might have been Malik Corey. It was just an unsung hero. Carries the ball for 3. Quarterback gets pressures, almost goes down, able to shovel it out to a running back, who's able to turn it into a 7-yard gain and another Florida America first down.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's number 11.
Yeah, Demarius Davis.
Demarius Davis. They do not have him listed as a running back. He is listed more as a safety, as his only position, but they must be working him a little bit in as the running back position. Yeah, I'll say this. I think that size came into play right there again for Zoe Wallace. He had about 2 or 3 Kings Mountain defenders draped on him, and he just flicks it over to a standing Demarius Davis.
Yeah,
he just was
slipped out the backfield.
Yep.
Was the outlet valve when 3 Kings Mountain defenders got hands on the quarterback but couldn't bring him down.
Shovel pass forward as there is a flag in the backfield.
Number 14 moving left to right, unable to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Holding is going to be the call on Hunter Huss, and that is going to back them up. 6:51 left here in the second quarter before halftime. Score is 14-0. Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain as we just looked at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard.
That's going to back them up significantly. 15 from the spot. It's going to bring up first and about 25. 22 is the call. First and 22. Don't have to get it all at once with it being first down. Do want big chunk right here, though. Saw a little movement.
Pocket.
All right, defense gets to him. Not able to get away this time. Another big loss that time. Went back about 15 yards from the original line of scrimmage. So.
And that's something, if you're Kings Mountain, you really want to continue to see. You want to see them get pressure on Zoe Wallace. He's so big that you can't just bring one and pray that you can bring him down. No, you needed to do exactly what they did right there, and they almost brought all 4 guys up at the front, and they just corralled him down. If you keep the quarterback pressured, they can't necessarily get the ball out to their playmakers. So that was a good defensive call right there, bringing the house. That now brings up 2nd and 35. As that is a short play, and it's going to be taken for more. Not quite back to the line of scrimmage, but it was a huge chunk. It was a huge chunk play.
Yeah, Jay Mullen, who's heard him twice already, gets about 17 yards on the reception.
Jaheim Mullen. His name's been called quite a lot tonight, but mostly on the defensive side. He's actually got
2 interceptions.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Not both interceptions. Only 1 interception, a touchdown. The other a huge return, and then he just ended up punching it in from about a yard out.
Yep. 3rd and 18 for Hunter Huss.
I'm going to run that same play again.
Looks like it's a little screen play to the running back, and he's got room to run. He makes it about, I think it might be a 4th and 6th, maybe shorter. He made a good amount out of the yards that he had. It was a lot of wide open field in front of him off that screen play. Looks like it is, in fact, going to be 4th and 4, so it was a gain of 14 on the screen play. Trips left, 2 wide receivers on the wide, empty backfield. And that short pass for the first down is good. I don't know, this is awfully close. They're going to measure this. They might give it to him. The football tip might be just over the 1st yard. or first down marker. He did, because in high school, I mean, he hit the ground. He didn't necessarily have to be touched. There it looks like they might measure. Yep, but here comes the chain gang. This is pretty big right now.
Looks like it is going to be a first.
I think it is going to be a first down by maybe the tip of the nose.
If not, they can go for it. Oh, there, short by. He's using the card.
And it is not a first down. They're going to say he was about a card length short. This will bring Kings Mountain's offense onto the field.
Not a card length, a card width. Anytime they get the card out, they're seeing if they can slip it between the nose of the ball and the marker. And if he can,
if that's the case,
then it's just barely not a first down.
That's it. Well, then that was...
I don't know if he got his card out or not, but that's what it looked like.
It is
it's
what
like
it
if
looked
you could
like.
see daylight between the tip of the ball and the stick.
Hey, let me tell you something. They were a card width away.
Yeah, a card width.
From getting their first down. Literally, people, take an index card.
Yeah.
Take an index card and look at it to
From
where
the
you're
side.
looking at, from the side. That's how close they were. But Kings Mountain will take over. Hand off to Raquelin Mack. He's taken out by the knees for a short gain, maybe of 1 or 2 yards.
I'm going to give him 1.5.
You're going to give him 1.5? That's a generous 1.5. Generous 1.5. Let's see what they give him on the board.
It's all right. I'm going to take a half away later and get my numbers back straight.
Mm-hmm. Wade throws it over to Kobe Pacehour, and once again,
Off his hands.
It's off his hands.
He's made some great catches and great plays, but he's dropped a few tonight.
And very rarely do you see him dropping them because he's wearing those gloves.
A little bit behind him.
Those gloves, they know that he can catch about anything with those gloves on.
Wade's putting some mustard on it. He throws the ball with good velocity, so a high school receiver can struggle with that, but not your best receiver there. We've seen Pacehour squeeze those many times. He's got to have strong hands.
Another shotgun formation. Wade steps up in the pocket.
Got to rush off the edge from 44 again. Somebody's going to have to help him there on the front line. 44 is causing too much disruption. He needs extra attention.
Well,
Devin Lowry just making noise on the front four.
As fast as Kings Mountain got it, they're giving it up right here as it is a 4th and 11. This will bring out the punt team for Kings Mountain. Let's just think about this for a second. This is a key question for you. What has happened to Kings Mountain's offense? And the only reason I say that is, they had 2 back-to-back possessions where I know one ended with a ill-advised interception, but they were eating up so much clock and had so many positive gains as this one is fielded by Hunter Huss and brought down at the 40-yard line. Jason, what have you seen with Kings Mountain?
They didn't make the right adjustment on the rush. They did try a screen, but that's the one that got intercepted, a pick six. They tried to screen to a wide receiver, and the way you stop that rush is to hit you a little back and just let him float out the backfield and hit him with a 1-yard pass that turns into a 15-yard pickup after he gets past all the defense that rushed by. So they need to try that screen pass again, just maybe not to the wide receiver, or if you do throw it to the wide receiver, have him back off the line a few steps. Yeah. Usually you see that with a bubble screen. It's one guy's on, one off, and you throw it to the guy that's off, so the guy that's on can block a little bit.
Once again, Kings Mountain is in a position defensively where you need to make a stop here because you do not want to go into halftime down 3 touchdowns. Pass outside
to Danner, number 14, Tyson Danner. Picks up about 9, doesn't get his first down though.
Yeah, this is a big defensive stop. Like I said, you do not want to go down here. Kings Mountain, 3 touchdowns to the half. Then coming out of the half, they have to give it back to Hunter Huss. This is
crucial stop.
This is a very crucial stop.
Getting close to the 2-minute mark.
I think the coaching staff for Kings Mountain are saying we just got to stop them here. We got to get to halftime so we can make some adjustments. Running back, it was a handoff to Malik Corey, who has made his way for a first down and more. First down and more, but it looks like there was a flag on the play. Referees are getting together to talk about what the call is going to be.
17-yard scamper otherwise.
Looks like it's going to be an illegal shift against Hunter Huss. This will negate that run and bring them back. Replay of second down.
And don't see that very often. Well, that's a good time to mention tonight's crew. Referee tonight, Jim Colton. Umpire, Robert Baldick. Linesman tonight's Michael Brown. Line judge is Terry Prince. The back judge tonight's Jacob McConnell. And on the clock, we've got Lovell Gist working here in the press box with us. So back to the same running back that just picked up 17, and he gashes him again for maybe close to 15 yards. Well, we'll call it 16 when it's all said and done. So feeding Malik Corey tonight, and for good reason.
Yeah, he's eating up some clock for you when you keep it on the ground. Not only that, he's yet to be stopped.
Yeah, that's 3 carries for 30 yards. He's averaging 10 a go. He's a small guy. I lose track of him in the backfield. When he gets some room, he's quite speedy, shifty guy. That's another fresh set of downs after the Flooring America first down. Read option. Quarterback has to keep it straight up the middle for about 3.
Zoe Wallace can do that. You got to watch him now. His speed might be deceptive for his size. You know, he's listed, like I've said a couple of times, he's 6'2", 200 pounds. But he's got a little bit of wheels, and he's not afraid to keep it, mostly because he knows it's going to take more than one person to bring it down. 2nd and 7. Zoe trying to get rid of it. Throws it into the ground, but there was a flag on the play as he was brought down.
They were about to call intentional grounding, I think.
Yeah.
But he did get it off to in the area of a receiver. They may wave that one off. Number 4 was making his way across the field. Ball landed right at his feet. I think that's what they're talking about. So he definitely, okay, we got a hold on the offense. That makes more sense. So the intentional grounding was legit,
yeah.
But there was a receiver near the ball. So I thought that's what they were talking about.
There was.
Ends up being a holding call. I think in the other way it might have been offsetting. So I think they said there was a guy near the ball, so it's going to be a holding and only a holding. That's going to back them up.
Hunter Huss on this drive has shot them in the foot a couple of times. But if you're Kings Mountain, you're happy for that because it's eating up a little bit more clock.
Right, and way back.
When they're way back in Kings Mountain, I'm serious. They have to be thinking this time, let's just get to halftime and think about our adjustments.
Yeah, that brings up a 2nd 22. Opts for a short pass to the left, complete for 5. Going to pick up about 6 or 7 after the catch.
Zoe Wallace has impressed me with his presence in the pocket. He's not scrambling around running for his life unless he's, of course, chased out of it. But he's really composed, and he zips the ball in there. He's got great velocity behind his passes. He's really impressed me for Hunter Huss tonight. Timeout. Hunter Huss. With that, we're going to take a break. We'll be coming right back after a word from our sponsor.
Hello, I'm David Brinkley. I'm running for North Carolina House in Cleveland County. Visit our website, brinkley4nc.com, to read about the issues we believe in, including education and all the employees involved in running our school system. Team Purple believes in uniting, not dividing. On our website, we discuss not only educators, but our law enforcement, fire departments, and our education lottery system. Thank you. Vote David Brinkley, November the 6th.
This announcement is paid for by David C. Brinkley for NC House.
Still here at Kings Mountain High School with about 1 minute and 2 left. 14-0. Hunter Huss looking at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard, literally having it pulled up for you guys on the stream. 14-0. Hunter Huss over at Kings Mountain. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Kings Mountain looking to hold them here on this 3rd and 4, as it is a shotgun formation for Hunter Huss. Zoe Wallace taking the snap, rolling out to his left, comes back, throws it across the field, and hits Tyson
fumble.
Danner,
It's a fumble.
who fumbles it, puts it on the ground. And does King Mountain recover? Does Kings Mountain come up with the ball?
I believe they did.
I
Let's
think
see.
they did. They're acting like they did.
It was definitely a catch and fumble, I think. That's what they're talking about most likely. Did he catch it to fumble it? And I'd say he definitely did. He had it, made a few quick moves, and then it hit the ground. No mark yet. Looks like they're just keeping it with Hunter Huss. Must have been able to recover it from the bottom of that pile. It's just going to be a 15-yard pickup, but with a little excitement at the end.
Unfortunate for Kings Mountain right there not to be able to come up with the fumble, but now they have to play hard-nosed defense right here for another 45 seconds now.
Clock winds.
Zoe Wallace, and he is tracked down.
He needs to get rid of it.
Looks like he's throwing it forward. Was it intercepted?
There was a referee right there, had a good look. Says it bounced up into his arms.
That was almost an ill-advised pass by Zoe Wallace. But when you're this deep into Hunter Huss's Kings Mountain's territory, and only 34 seconds left in the game, or in the half, why not?
He was
why
also
not take the shot?
Facing a big loss if he got sacked. So getting rid of the ball was priority one.
He was. But that's where sometimes you just say, well, just throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, it could have been incomplete due to the fact he was out of bounds. Might have caught it just out of bounds.
Right.
I think it hit the ground, though.
Player in motion for Hunter Huss. Wallace takes a snap.
Whistles.
Oh, my goodness. That is a touchdown pass for Zoe Wallace.
To number 6. That's Mullen again.
Jaheim Mullen. Here's his name called one more time tonight. If you're Kings Mountain, that's not something you really wanted. As Hunter Huss comes out on the field to kick the extra point. Right now it is 20-0. 28.4 seconds left on the Parker Farm Service scoreboard. That was a Ronaldo Automall touchdown for Jaheim Mullen, his third on the day.
We've seen something very unusual right there. He scored all 3 ways.
Rushing.
Receiving.
And
And then
the
the defensive pick 6. I guess you can't. He hasn't thrown one yet.
Not yet. Not
see
yet.
if we got that play.
But we'll see as the game progresses. So 21-0. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the last 28 seconds of the half. Listening to KTCBroadcasting.com.
Bridges True Value Hardware is a family-owned and operated business conveniently located in downtown Kings Mountain. They remain as focused today on satisfying the needs of their customers as their founding fathers were in the 1880s. Of course, the products they carry have changed over the years, but not their interest in providing quality at a fair price. And no project is too small for their well-trained staff with nearly 200 years of cumulative experience meeting customers and solving problems. If you're tired of the box store experience, give them a try. Bridges Hardware, 301 West King Street, Kings Mountain. Call 704-739-5461.
Back here for the Kings Mountain Hunter Huss game, brought to you by David C. Brinkley, North Carolina House of Representatives.
The game slowly slipping away from Kings Mountain here, giving up a score in the waning seconds of the second quarter into the first half, and going to have to kick it away to Hunter Huss also. So kickoff heads towards the out of bounds, and sure enough, slowly rolls out of bounds. So that'll be a penalty, illegal procedure. We'll bring the ball back out to a good spot, but only 28 seconds to work with. I think he said the last few times he returned when he got blasted. Let that one roll on out of bounds. Nobody's going to block. Oh, we'll just start at the 40. Oh, 35, excuse me. It's different division, different league where they bring it out to the 40 here.
Yeah.
High school, they put that thing on the 35. I think you see a kickoff go out of bounds a little more often in high school.
Yes. Yeah.
Can't be giving them half the field every time it happens.
So at 28.4 seconds, Kalen Wade out of the pistol.
Looking way downfield. They're taking a shot, folks.
Yeah, they are. They're taking a shot.
Oh, and Britton's wide open.
Wide open. And
he lost his foot in there. He would have scored.
Lost his
That was
footing.
a great catch, though. He had to jump and contort his body to bring it in. He lost his balance when he landed, but he was behind the defense, and if he'd have stayed on his feet, that would have been a touchdown.
Great movement by Kalen Wade in the
20 yards. Missing.
Kalen Wade spikes the ball.
I'll make it up. It was from the 35, so.
That was great movement out of the pocket by Kalen Wade as the pocket was collapsing around him. You know, most of his throws tonight have come on the move, and they've been fairly accurate. Wade, pocket collapses again, rolling left, throws across his body out of bounds towards Kobe Pacehour. This will bring it to 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 with 11 seconds left.
They can still take a few more shots at the end zone right from where they are, and that's exactly what they're going to do, I'm sure. At least one more.
This is
takes a minute to get that far down the field with only 11 seconds. You might not have 2 shots, but you definitely get one more and try a field goal even. Long field goal perhaps, but significantly better than what we were looking at a minute ago.
Looks like there was a call on the field to back up Kings Mountain 7 yards, so that gives them the down back as it is 2nd and 17. Another pistol formation. Wade spins out of the pocket.
Throws to the end zone.
Throws
got
deep,
a man.
And it's got Kobe Pacehour in the back of the end zone for the touchdown with 2.5 seconds left in the first half. That was a spectacular play. A great way to extend what looked like to be broken pass blocking by Mr. Wade.
Yeah, he got away from Devin Lowry again, had him on the ropes.
There were 4 people.
Slipped away.
There were four Hunter Huss defenders were in his face as he rolls out of the pocket to slip by all 4 of them. On his move to his right, finds Kobe Pacehour in the back of the end zone. With that, we're going to go to commercials. It is now 14-7 or 21-7 Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain. KTCBroadcasting.com.
You could be the next satisfied customer at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. Come in now and check out the huge selection of late model, pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. And with a low down payment, you could be riding today. Come in for all the details, and chances are you'll be the next satisfied customer from SNR Auto Sales. 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Online at srautosales.com. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 on Saturday. That's SNR Auto Sales.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look. CKDKDS Macron. Oh, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale.
Well, we're back here with 2.5 seconds left to go before the half. So we're going to have an ensuing kickoff after the exciting 36-yard scramble and touchdown pass from Wade to Pacehour in the back of the end zone. And that narrows the gap from a 21-point deficit. Now it's a 14-point, just a 2-score game. So that'll make you feel a little better going into the locker room. And again, that's not the first good drive that Kings Mountain's put together. It's just the first time they came away with points. And that was more of a one big play drive there. They went from 35 to 35 on a single pass, and then it took them a couple of plays to get it on in the end zone.
So technically 2 big plays.
Yeah.
Because even the touchdown throw was a big play.
It was a 36-yarder. So, yeah, 2 long pass plays as opposed to those long clock-consuming drives that kind of show you're a little bit more superior offense, good team. But a couple of long passes will do it to end the half.
I see, yeah, Hunter Huss is just going to take a knee with that. We are going to take another commercial break. When we come back, we are going to be taking on the Hometown Hardware halftime show. With that, we will be right back. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Bridges True Value Hardware is a family-owned and operated business conveniently located in downtown Kings Mountain. They remain as focused today on satisfying the needs of their customers as their founding fathers were in the 1880s. Of course, the products they carry have changed over the years, but not their interest in providing quality at a fair price. And no project is too small for their well-trained staff with nearly 200 years of cumulative experience meeting customers and solving problems. If you're tired of the box store experience, give them a try. Bridges Hardware, 301 West King Street, Kings Mountain. Call 704-739-5461.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
I didn't sleep at all. How about you?
Like a baby.
You don't have to endure the great outdoors. You can enjoy it with a Country Camping Corner RV. Take charge of your accommodations. Camping in our fine RVs, campers, pop-ups, or fifth wheels gives you control of your vacation experience. Take advantage of specials going on now. Visit Country Camping Corner today in Matthews or Kings Mountain or online at countrycamping.com.
Here we are now on the Hometown Hardware halftime show. This is Hunter Yancey and Jason Sane here, where the Hunter Huss Huskies are on top of the Kings Mountain Mountaineers 21-7 as we look at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard. And let me tell you something. The scoreboard really does not give Kings Mountain any justice for how good they were early on some of their offensive drives. Unfortunately, one ended on an ill-advised pass, if you asked me, that just turned out to be an interception that took Hunter Huss all the way down within the 10-yard line of Kings Mountain, that they capitalized with a 1-yard run to the right-hand side. That was really a stretch, stretched out for it. And then another interception for Hunter Huss. That's how they got on the board as well. So if you think about it, Hunter Huss has really only worked hard for one of those touchdowns.
Yep. Two interceptions led to the other two touchdowns. One was just pick six, and the other was about a 90-yard return that just got punched in from the 2 or the 1. So take those away, and it's a completely different game here. But as it stands, 21-7 on the Parker Farm Service scoreboard here at the halftime. You're listening to the Hometown Hardware halftime show. Our title sponsor tonight, David Brinkley for the House of Representatives. That's your man for Team Purple. Be sure to cast your vote for David Brinkley, North Carolina House of Representatives. We thank him for sponsoring tonight's game. So we can take a look here at the stat sheets if you want.
Absolutely.
And let's see where everybody stands here at halftime. So for Kings Mountain so far, Wade, the quarterback, that was our Classic Ford Lincoln Shelby player to watch for Kings Mountain. He's done his job at quarterback. He's 7 for 11, 145 yards, and he counts for one of the only touchdown for Kings Mountain so far, passing touchdown to the receiver, Paysor, who's done the heavy lifting in the receiving corps tonight. He has 5 receptions for 82 yards in that touchdown to end the half. Britton has chipped in 1 long interception for 44 yards to set up that touchdown. And Quentin Davison, 2 receptions for 19 yards. On the rushing side, again, quarterback Wade finding the most success on the ground, 8 rushes for 35 yards. Ricayla Mack finding a tough running room on the ground. He's had a few runs for losses and nothing over 7 yards, but he has put in 2 7-yard runs. He's got 9 carries for 19 yards, but finding tough running on the ground. On the other side, we have Hunter Huss, who, again, they put up 2 of their offensive scores, mainly the big benefit of short offensive drives from long interceptions. One of them a pick 6, the other one an interception returning close to 90 yards, and they just punched it in from the 1. Passing-wise, though, Zoe Wallace, I've got him at 10 for 11, 116 yards, 1 passing touchdown. He's also ran 3 times for 11 yards. Number 4, Malik Corey, has done the most damage on the ground, but that's only 3 rushes for 30 yards. He just had a couple of big runs, 1 for 11, 1 for 16 when they really needed it. Mullen has done all the damage as far as touchdowns go. He scored all 3 of their touchdowns tonight, Hunter. 1 on a pick 6 for defense, 1 on the ground as a runner, and he caught the only touchdown pass from Wallace as well. So Mullen, multi-dimensional tonight. 2 receptions, 17 yards and a touchdown. Mullen 1 rush, 17 yards and a touchdown. And also on the receiving end, we got Tyson Danner, 4 receptions, 56 yards as your other big contributor there. But that's how Hunter Huss finds themselves leading Kings Mountain 21-7 at the break.
21-7, you heard it here, folks, giving you a little bit of stats, look-ins so far with the first half, as we are still here with our halftime show brought to you by Hometown Hardware. We are actually going to step aside and pay some bills, listening to some of our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to KTCBroadcasting.com.
Considering hardwood flooring for your home? Then head to Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. Right now, at both locations, you'll find a big selection of in-stock hardwoods on sale, priced as low as $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot at Flooring America, located at 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain and Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow.
Hello, I'm David Brinkley. I'm running for North Carolina House in Cleveland County. Visit our website, brinkley4nc.com, to read about the issues we believe in, including education and all the employees involved in running our school system. Team Purple believes in uniting, not dividing. On our website, we discuss not only educators, but our law enforcement, fire departments, and our education lottery system. Thank you. Vote David Brinkley, November the 6th.
This announcement is paid for by David C. Brinkley for NC House.
Bridges True Value Hardware is a family-owned and operated business conveniently located in downtown Kings Mountain. They remain as focused today on satisfying the needs of their customers as their founding fathers were in the 1880s. Of course, the products they carry have changed over the years, but not their interest in providing quality at a fair price. And no project is too small for their well-trained staff, with nearly 200 years of cumulative experience meeting customers and solving problems. If you're tired of the box store experience, give them a try. Bridges Hardware, 301 West King Street, Kings Mountain. Call 704-739-5461. There's a new Kubota for every job, every harvest, every task. From zero-turn mowers to utility vehicles to tractors to construction equipment, Kubota fits the bill. Kubota products are engineered to work only 2 shifts, day and night. Kubota has tractors ranging from 18 to 168 horsepower. Whether you're moving tons of earth or just cutting your lawn, Kubota will never let you down. And check out their zero-turn mowers with decks from 42 to 60 inches. The Kubota Z-Series can handle any terrain. See the lineup today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive at the Highway 74 bypass Oak Grove Road intersection in Kings Mountain. Love's Fish Box in Kings Mountain is celebrating 50 years of business. That's right, 50 years. They got to be doing something right. Just think of the thousands they have served in the past 50 years. And check out their weekly specials. Tuesday, large whiting plate with all the trimmings, $6.99. Wednesdays, their flounder plate with all the trimmings, $7.99. Thursdays, it's their 8-ounce hamburger steak plate, peppers and onions, mushroom gravy, choice of potato, slaw or salad, and hush puppies, only $5.99. Love's Fish Box, 1104 Shelby Road, Highway 74 Business West in Kings Mountain. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Do you know what Putnam Distributors sells? Auto parts, truck parts, stuff for all sorts of equipment, plus 25 brands of motor oil, hydraulic fluids, filters, batteries, even nuts and bolts, and all at low, low prices. Putnam Distributors is located in downtown Patterson Springs, just 5 minutes from Kmart and the Cleveland Mall. Go south on Highway 226 or Highway 180 and just follow the signs. Putnam's prices are low on everything and for everybody. Call 704-487-9395 or visit them online at PutnamDistributors.com.
Back here at Kings Mountain High School, 21-7. Hunter Huss all over Kings Mountain. But like we've said before, those of you listening to our broadcast, this scoreboard does not necessarily favor how well Kings Mountain High School has played, has it?
No, definitely not. It's just been the benefactors of a couple of big plays there on the defensive side of the ball, mainly for Hunter Huss, and that's got them with a healthy 14-point lead and the ball fixing to start the second half. So, it's not how you want to come out in the second half against a team that's undefeated and playoff seeding on the line, maybe conference championships. But, again, you're not too upset with how you've played. A couple of those offensive drives have gone quite well, especially the one that finally found its way into the end zone there to end the first half. So you got a little something to build on. Just got to get the ball back here. Really, I think, important to keep Huss from scoring with his first possession.
Absolutely.
Keep it 2 scores.
This is where you're going to have to see if Kings Mountain comes out here in the second half with some second half adjustments.
Yeah, I feel like they really need to. Kings Mountain needs to score first here in the second half, which means they're going to have to get the ball back from Hunter Huss on the first drive.
Which we've seen they can do.
Yeah,
they've been able to stop Hunter Huss before. Hunter Huss is really, like we said, they've only really had to work for one of these touchdowns. The rest of them, they've been really the beneficiaries of some defensive turnovers that they were able to commit.
Yeah, some good starting field position.
Yeah,
and
good starting position.
Just they picked it off on the 10 and took it 10 yards to the house.
One of the shortest pick sixes I've seen in high school football.
Yeah,
and we still don't even know how he was able to jump a bubble screen to a wide receiver.
And just take the pass.
Yeah.
Like, didn't even make it to the receiver.
Not at all. Not at all. About 4 minutes until the second half starts as we're still here on the Hometown Hardware halftime show. Hometown Hardware halftime show. We've got, to me, I think Kings Mountain has to try and establish some sort of run. Try and establish some sort of run game to try and take some of the pressure off of Kalen Wade. I feel like Kalen Wade has been under a lot of pressure tonight. He's actually been able to make a few plays, which is not bad, you know, whether it's with his legs or with his arms. But, you know, the defensive front for Hunter Huss has busted through that offensive line so much, maybe the run game will take some pressure off of them where they're not blitzing as much. But then again, when you do run the ball, you can just send everybody home. It's a tricky situation that they're in right now for Kings Mountain, especially trying to get the offense to somehow work around such a disruptive, I'll call it a front four. It's not quite the front seven. The linebackers are not quite going in as well with the blitz because, let's be honest, they do not need to send the linebackers with the blitz. Their front four has just been that disrupted. They're so much bigger than the offensive line for Kings Mountain. So Kings Mountain is in a pretty difficult position. Like you said, maybe getting it out of Wade's hand earlier for some screen plays. They can't have a bad taste in their mouth after that interception. That was just a, like a freak jump on the ball by the defensive back. I agree with you. I think they need to somehow get the slip screens.
Yeah, to the running back. To the running back. Or the little routes in the flats.
Yes, and when I say is, and what really has been hurting Kings Mountain as well, on the few drives that they didn't quite go forward with it, they weren't quite successful, Kobe Pacehour's got to be stronger with his hands. Yeah. Pacehour has dropped, for me to have him as one of my key players to watch, he's dropped too many key passes that could have put them in first down or maybe short yardage situations.
Yeah,
I think that's someone to watch.
He's also made some of the bigger catches of the night and scored their only touchdown. But, yeah, if they're going to win, he needs to catch them all.
Yes.
And, like I said, I don't think the pick six to that bubble screen was a bad idea. That was headed to Pacehour as well. Yeah. It's just somewhere they picked that play off from somewhere. Right. They either heard screen come out of the huddle, they heard the audible before and then remembered it, or they got it as the coach sent it in somehow. If he's using signals, they may have been paying attention and remembered that signal. But he knew the play because he took the pass like he was on the route.
Yeah, absolutely.
That just don't happen.
We're coming down to the final minute of halftime. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break for our sponsors, and when we come back, we will be back into the game between Kings Mountain and Hunter Huss as we'll start the second half. We also want to thank the title sponsor once again, David C. Brinkley, part of the House of Representatives, running for the House of Representatives, Team Purple. Team Purple, that is, once again, David C. Brinkley, who is our title sponsor of the game. We're going to listen to some commercials, and we'll be right back. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Shocking savings! Visit Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain for our monster of a sale open house, October 19th to 21st, open till 9 p.m. We're slashing prices on top RVs like a 2019 Primetime Avenger ATI for just $159 a month. Hurry in for free food, family fun, and fantastic deals all weekend long. These prices are so good, they're scary, so act fast. Visit Campers Inn RV, the RVer's trusted resource, exit 8 off I-85 or campersinn.com. Inventory subject to availability. Payments based on 10% down for 180 months at 6.75% APR. WAC TTF stock number 33782. Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia is now your E-Z-Go golf cart dealer. Come in and get yours today. And for a limited time, buy an E-Z-Go golf cart and get 0% financing for 48 months. Come on in for all of the details. But that's not all. In addition to Yamaha and Polaris, Full Throttle Power Sports is now your Arctic Cat dealer. Take advantage of their Rush to Ride sales event with rebates of up to $1,500. Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk-In Law, online at ncfullthrottle.com. Is it time to update your kitchen? Then see the Kitchen Cafe at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Right now, save up to $1,500 when you buy 4 select GE Cafe appliances. Now is the time to save. If you're building a new home or remodeling your old one, this is a deal you can't pass up. Again, save up to $1,500 when you buy 4 select GE Cafe appliances at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturday. For a friendly hometown experience in the purchase of your next vehicle, see Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. They have no managers, just leaders in the automotive industry that give you the personal touch you need. You get the same big market discounts, but with a friendly hometown experience. The same applies to their parts and service department with free estimates, custom paint and repairs on all makes and models. Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com.
You thought the beef and cheddar couldn't get any more delicious. And then Arby's added bacon to it. And you thought, oh, okay, but it can't get any better than that. And then Arby's made them 2 for $6. And then you thought, okay, but no, it can't get any better than that. And you were right. The bacon, beef, and cheddar, 2 for $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Bill Shuford Heating and Air and American Standard presents the American Standard Set the Standard event. Now through November 30th, get up to $1,000 in discounts on qualifying American Standard equipment, or get 0% APR financing with 60 equal monthly payments, plus many more special Set the Standard event offers. See Bill Shuford Heating and Air for all the details. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Call 704-484-0025.
Back here at Kings Mountain High School, we are coming out of our hometown hardware halftime show. Coming out of that, back to our game of the night between the Kings Mountain Mountaineers and the Hunter Huss Huskies.
Kings Mountain. You have to break their huddle, get ready here for the second half. Hunter Huss on the field getting ready, but clock winds down. 5 seconds counting before we get back underway here in the third half. We did have a halftime correction there. We had a hard time seeing a number there on the original score, and it turns out it was not Jaheim Mullen who scored that first touchdown. Now, granted, most of the credit goes to him for the interception and the ensuing close to 90-yard return, but he did get dropped near the goal line by Britton, who did a great job defensively after the interception, staying with the play, tracking it all the way down the field, just not giving up, and he did keep him from scoring. And then a few plays later, it was a 1-yard rushing touchdown by Demarius Davis. Actually did score, but he just punched it in from the 1, whereas Mullen, who we've been giving the credit to, actually did about 88 yards of the work.
Yes. Yeah, he did.
And intercepted it.
We actually got that information up. Looks like it came directly from the Hunter Huss coaching staff. A lot of people up here in the press box that are keeping stats couldn't quite know what number it was. They did give credit to
Hunter Huss got light blue numbers on a white jersey. It makes it difficult to see.
They did, in fact, give the credit to Jaheim Mullen at first until
that's what we heard.
Yes, that's what we heard, but they did fix it as it is.
It took like 3 running plays from right near the goal line, and I think Mullen had gotten a few of those touches near the line and then just gave it to a different guy when he scored.
Yes.
So that's the correction. Demarius Davis with the original first touchdown from a yard out, but Mullen again with the interception and return that set that up. he did have the receiving touchdown after that.
As we're getting ready to start this third quarter, got a few score updates for you. It's Crest 10, Ashbrook 6. As that ball is
pooch kick. Fell on.
Kick.
Just had to fall on it because he had touched it, and it's a live ball whether he touches it or not. So just capped it. Hunter Huss start their drive in decent field position from near the 25-yard line.
But some of the scores, as I was saying, Crest 10, Ashbrook 6, Kramer 28, Burns 21. Hunter Huss, as what you are listening to now, 21-7 here over Kings Mountain. And the other one is Shelby 42, Chase 0. So those are some scores that you would be interested in this area.
There was an outside chance that Burns game would come here if the score got out of hand, but it was tight in there, 28-21. So good game going on the other side there. We got a good game going here. Again, take away a few interceptions, and this is a much closer ball game than what's on the scoreboard, and it's still only 2 scores.
Handoff to Demarius Davis.
Picks up a first, it looked like. Nope, slipped out just short of the marker for a 9-yard gain.
Going to be 2nd and 1. Yes, if you're Kings Mountain, you don't need to hold your heads down at all because 2 of these scores by Kings Mountain, really, they're just the beneficiaries of good defensive plays.
Yeah.
They didn't work hard for those at all. They were almost gimmies. Well, basically both of them were gimmies.
Yeah.
One of them was a 1-yard rush. The other one was almost like a 6-yard pick six. So they were almost giveaways, as the next handoff was actually, I think, stopped. I think they were stopped close to the first down marker. I don't know if they're going to quite give it to
them. Needed
them.
about half a yard and didn't get it.
But if you look at it that way, technically you should be a tie game right now, 7-7. So that's a good way to look at it. But also another way to look at it, if you're Kings Mountain, you got to find a way to slow up that pass rush.
Yes.
That has just been so disruptive.
And I'm still waiting to see a few little leakers. Backfield.
Little slip screen passes.
Yep. A few guys leak out the backfield, just get open near the line of scrimmage.
2 running backs in the backfield, as this is just a little screen pass out to the side to one of the running backs. Looked like it was a screen pass over to Malik Corey.
Or just
out of the shotgun formation.
Just a little flare route into the flats. Kind of an outlet valve once the pocket collapsed, and didn't get anything there. Just a no-yard pass, caught it in the backfield, barely able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defended well by Kings Mountain. Strung it out straight to the sideline, nowhere to run.
Another 2 backfield, shotgun formation. That throw is across the middle, overthrown.
I'll tell you what, it was a play action, and the safety bit a little bit. The receiver was a couple steps behind him, but overthrown by quite a bit.
He was looking again for Jaheim Mullen.
That was Pacehour on the coverage. Playing both ways.
Jaheim Mullen, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's the guy that intercepted that pass and scored, and then he intercepted that pass and ran about 90 yards.
That name sounds so familiar. I feel like I'm
caught
saying
that touchdown pass.
It seems like I'm saying that name quite a lot tonight for Hunter Huss. You know, we talked about
him from
Tony
somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like I know. He's going to be stuck in the back of my head by the end of the night. You know, we were talking about Tony Davis being a big X factor for Hunter Huss tonight. We haven't called his name hardly at all.
Nope. Right when we say that. Little flat route. Again, I think that's number 4.
It is. It is Malik Corey.
So a good catch and run, short catch, long run. Got past the sticks. Going to be about 11 yards, 12 yards. Call it 11.
I'm just trying to see how Kings Mountain's come out here and made any defensive adjustments. They were not beat by anything in specifically on offense for Hunter Huss. That's a handoff.
Counter, number 11, looking for room on the edge and finds it. Stays on his feet after he gets past the mark. About a 15-yard gain.
Demarius Davis. He runs hard. I'll tell you what, he came out of that backfield absolutely kicking. He runs hard.
That's another Flooring America first down. So Kings Mountain, it's time to stop the bleeding here. Really need to step up defensively and get a stop here.
Kings Mountain had some good. Yeah, Kings Mountain had some good opportunities in the first half that they really capitalized on when they got good pass rush on to Wallace. And let's see if they can continue that, and that might make a big difference here in this second half, as that is a handoff again to Malik Corey.
He's met at the line by several Kings Mountain defenders. That's a nowhere run.
Yep.
No gain. Yep, need 2 more of those, or definitely need to get some pressure on him when he drops back to pass and actually keep him contained.
That has been the hardest part. They've gotten
Both
pressure.
quarterbacks have been under lots of pressure, but man, they're slippery back there. When they feel it, they're good at stepping up. They got good internal clocks. They know when their pockets collapsing, they step up, keep the play alive. And how many times have you seen them draping 2 and 3 defenders and just come get away from them? Both
Another
quarterbacks.
score that I was sent after this play as Wallace looks deep in the back of the end zone, and it is broken up. That was a great defensive play there. Great defensive play there by, what is that, Kalen Wade?
I didn't see the number.
Yeah, Kalen Wade. They have him out there on the cornerback position.
Well, there's a couple other defenders out there. May not have been, but whoever it was got their head around, spotted the ball, ran into the receiver who was having to slow down to have a chance. And I thought the receiver tried to push the defender off to have a chance. I was looking for a pushing off flag if he had caught it.
But the score update that I just got is that North Lincoln is actually up on East Lincoln, 21-10. North Lincoln Knights up on their rival East Lincoln.
See if they can hold that there.
21-10.
Excellent work of the North Lincoln staff.
Looks like it's going to be a timeout. Timeout, Hunter Huss. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Be back after these messages. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Shocking savings! Visit Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain for our monster of a sale open house, October 19th to 21st, open till 9 p.m. We're slashing prices on top RVs like a 2019 Primetime Avenger ATI for just $159 a month. Hurry in for free food, family fun, and fantastic deals all weekend long. These prices are so good, they're scary, so act fast. Visit Campers Inn RV, the RVer's trusted resource, exit 8 off I-85 or campersinn.com. Inventory subject to availability. Payments based on 10% down for 180 months at 6.75% APR. WAC TTF stock number 33782.
You thought the beef and cheddar couldn't get any more delicious. And then Arby's added bacon to it. And you thought, oh, okay, but it can't get any better than that. And then Arby's made them 2 for $6. And then you thought, okay, but no, it can't get any better than that. And you were right. The bacon, beef, and cheddar, 2 for $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
As we come back to a scoring play by the Hunter Huss Huskies. It was just a breakdown defensively if you're a defensive back. The wide receiver was standing flat-footed in the end zone. As Zoe Wallace rolled out to his left and found him standing flat-footed in the end zone for the touchdown. Something, if you were Kings Mountain, you did not want to let happen. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after these commercial messages. 28-7, Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain.
Bill Shuford Heating and Air and American Standard presents the American Standard Set the Standard event. Now through November 30th, get up to $1,000 in discounts on qualifying American Standard equipment, or get 0% APR financing with 60 equal monthly payments, plus many more special Set the Standard event offers. See Bill Shuford Heating and Air for all the details. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Call 704-484-0025. For a friendly hometown experience in the purchase of your next vehicle, see Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. They have no managers, just leaders in the automotive industry that give you the personal touch you need. You get the same big market discounts, but with a friendly hometown experience. The same applies to the parts and service department with free estimates, custom paint and repairs on all makes and models. Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com.
Back here at Kings Mountain. Kickoff little roller as Britton will pick it up for Kings Mountain, and he's trying to find the edge, and he does. He actually stays in bounds, and he makes it all the way down to the 45-yard line for Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain is up looking at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard, 28-7. I'm sorry, Hunter Huss. Did I say Kings Mountain was up? Hunter Huss, I'm so sorry. Hunter Huss is up 28-7 on Kings Mountain. Last score on the previous possession for Hunter Huss. Zoe Wallace rolls out to his left and finds a wide receiver literally standing flat-footed with not a defensive back around him in the end zone. As that is a handoff to Raquelin Mack as he dances around in the backfield but ends up losing about a yard or two. At some point, you know, when you're the running back, you can't sit around and tiptoe in the backfield. As soon as you see any sort of daylight, you kind of got to just push through. You don't want to take negative yards. You got to go positive.
Yeah.
So that ended up being a loss of 1. Kings Mountain doesn't need that, as that is now bringing up 2nd and 11. Pistol formation. Wade takes the, looks like it's a little flea flicker. He runs into one of his own players. He is dancing all over the place. Deep throw to a wide open, absolutely wide open Quentin Davidson. And that was after that whole play was blown up from the get-go. That was just Kalen Wade making something out of nothing. And as a flag is thrown after the play, looks like there might be a little bit of extracurricular activity on the field that was unnecessary. I just don't know on who it is.
Unsportsman?
It is on Hunter Huss. That will be an unsportsmanlike conduct on Hunter Huss. Yeah, he was jawing a little bit. It looked like him and Raquelin Mack. They were jawing just a little bit.
Nathan Best checks in for the Kings Mountain Mountaineers, number 54.
That was
going to get a series in on the offensive line.
That was on Elijah Neal. Elijah Neal for Hunter Huss. He has that personal foul called, unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's another big chunk of yards for Kings Mountain. Gets him down in almost inside the red zone, just outside the 20 at about the 21 and a half. So another good chance to score. They needed to cut the lead back to 2 scores, and then they're back on defense. Going to have that stop we talked about that we really needed coming out of the locker room.
They got to have a stop. Needless to say, if they score here, they have to get a stop. Quarterback keeper by Kalen Wade. He goes right up the center for about a 5 to 6 yard gain.
I believe it was a little more than that.
Maybe 7.
8 or 9. We'll call it 8.
Looks like. This angle, I can't really tell.
Yeah, he found good room there for about 8.
That was a good hole that they made for him. Absolutely. Kalen Wade with a quarterback keeper.
He's still your leading rusher tonight. Got the actual running back doubled up. 43 yards.
Yes, they
for
gave
Wade.
him 7 yards. This will bring up a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 on the 14-yard line.
They break the huddle.
Shotgun formation. Rolling out to his left is Kalen Wade. He throws it on the move. Britton catches it for the first down. They're going to mark him at about the 5-yard line. The 5-yard line. So that was a great on-the-move throw by Kalen Wade. Kalen Wade has been impressive tonight. I know the stats are going to show he has 2 interceptions, but he has still played very well tonight. He's not let those interceptions get in his head. Man in motion out of the pistol. Kalen Wade pretends to hand it off, keeps it, and is gobbled up by the big defensive lineman from Hunter Huss. That's going to make it 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. He didn't gain any more. Didn't lose any either.
That slot reverse to Britton was what they faked. Might not have been a bad play to actually give it to him. Oh, they try to rush up to the line, hand off quickly, and he's just absolutely engulfed at the line is Mack for no gain.
This will bring up 3rd and 5. Still 3rd and goal.
So Kalen Mack with no room to run between the tackles.
See if they don't go a little play action here. I would 5 yards out.
I think we might roll the quarterback out to one side or the other.
Oh, it looks like they're in the Wildcat formation.
Yeah, no quarterback, straight to Mack. He's passing to the tight end in the slot.
And he called it for a touchdown, baby. Would you look at that?
Got to add Kalen Mack to the passing stat column now.
Look at that, caught by Bryce Fisher, the junior, 6'4", 225. That is a big boy. That's a big boy, but if you can do that, that's also an extra weapon in the end zone. With that ensuing field goal to take place, this could make this just a 2-touchdown lead for Hunter Huss, as Kings Mountain has now scored. A little bit of trickery. Passing touchdown, not by Wade, but by Mack. Field goal is good, making it 28-14. Kings Mountain with the score. We'll be back after these messages. KTCBroadcasting.com.
There's a new Kubota for every job, every harvest, every task. From zero-turn mowers to utility vehicles to tractors to construction equipment, Kubota fits the bill. Kubota products are engineered to work only 2 shifts, day and night. Kubota has tractors ranging from 18 to 168 horsepower. Whether you're moving tons of earth or just cutting your lawn, Kubota will never let you down. And check out their zero-turn mowers with decks from 42 to 60 inches. The Kubota Z-Series can handle any terrain. See the lineup today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, at the Highway 74 bypass Oak Grove Road intersection in Kings Mountain. Do you know what Putnam Distributors sells? Auto parts, truck parts, stuff for all sorts of equipment, plus 25 brands of motor oil, hydraulic fluids, filters, batteries, even nuts and bolts, and all at low, low prices. Putnam Distributors is located in downtown Patterson Springs, just 5 minutes from Kmart and the Cleveland Mall. Go south on Highway 226 or Highway 180 and just follow the signs. Putnam's prices are low on everything and for everybody. Call 704-487-9395 or visit them online at PutnamDistributors.com.
And this is a huge return for the Hunter Huss Huskies.
And there we finally get to call our player to watch, Tony Davis, there on the big return.
It took all the way to the third quarter and a huge return to call his name, which is strange because he's such a focal point of this offense.
Is ever so slightly limping to the sideline.
Really?
Yeah, it's not very noticeable at all, but there's a slight gait. And
and he's getting on the ground for the training staff to look at him.
He was still at full speed. I don't think he hurt. Maybe got cramp. That looks like a cramp.
That looks like a cramp.
But that will slow you down a half step here for the fourth quarter with 6 minutes to go in the third. But, he had a little bit of a limp. I think his calf might have cramped up there is what it looks like on the sideline. So good to know it's not an injury. Such a talented young man. But as far as Kings Mountain's chances go, that's one of their best players there with a cramp this early.
Yeah, well, and it is a timeout.
He just returned the kickoff about 70 yards.
Right.
So
timeout for Hunter Huss, but we're actually just going to keep it here. Shouldn't be that long of a timeout. We're actually just going to keep it here so we can talk about.
Yeah, a water timeout.
Yeah, just a water timeout. So we can talk about what does Kings Mountain need to do right here to keep Hunter Huss out of the end zone. That's been the question really all night because
they've been on the wrong side of the bad luck so far.
Yes.
They need a couple things to go their way, really. To beat a good team, you always got to have a few breaks, and I think some kind of turnover would be huge right here, or just a stop even to keep them out of the end zone. Go a long way towards Kings Mountain getting there. But, they just need a few things, a couple of breaks. They need to catch a break here somewhere in the second half of this game because it's going against them at first. A couple of ill-advised passes and the turnovers, just 2 big interceptions. That's the story of the game. It's the difference on the scoreboard.
Funky formation for Hunter Huss right here. Looks like 4 men in the backfield. Pistol formation, though. Wallace will keep it, and he takes it up the center of the field. Breaks the first tackle. That is a big boy, ladies and gentlemen.
He fumbled.
Fumbles it, puts it on the ground. Looks like Kings Mountain
got it up and running.
And he's still in bounds, and he's driven out at the 30-yard line. We got a late flag coming in here.
That's going to be a hit out of bounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is.
because that came in after the play was over.
Yep.
And it landed in the other team's player box. So I'm pretty sure he rung him up for hitting out of bounds. That's going to be
Jason, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to say, what did you just talk about? Could be a good break for
and
Kings
a fumble
Mountain.
of all things.
And a fumble.
Because I thought he was going to score, to be honest with you.
I thought he was too.
Once he didn't get brought down after he got through the line, and then he had like one man to beat and a blocker helping him. It's just somebody got a hand on the ball and it squirted out, and Kings Mountain picked it up on a good bounce.
Kings Mountain guy has the ball, and it was
foul,
indeed.
That's going to add about 10 or 15.
Yeah, it was indeed a penalty.
That's going to get them close to midfield. So there you go. If they're able to take the momentum right there and turn it into a score, it'll be a one-score game, and that's got to look good, 21-28 after the way the game went in the first half.
Take it while you can get it. Hey, luck sometimes just has to be on your side, and that's what it was. They're going to move this one forward with the addition of the late hit out of bounds.
So here we go.
That might have lit a spark underneath this Kings Mountain offense. Usually turnovers can light a spark underneath the team. I think this one might have. We'll see what Kaylin Wade and company does as they take the field in the shotgun formation. Bubble screen over to Pacehour. Stiff arm, makes room for himself, and he gets it. Maybe an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a nice stiff arm. Couldn't see it on the radio, but he laid a mean stiff arm.
That was a very good stiff arm. You know, you got to watch that now, though, because they will call offensive face mask.
Yeah, well,
you get a hold of it.
Can't grab the guy's face mask and throw him to the ground. That's the difference.
Yeah, that was a well-executed.
That should be a penalty if you grab his face mask.
Absolutely. Hand off to Mack as he goes forward. He gets the first down and maybe a few more yards. That might have been a 3 or 4 yard positive gain for Mack.
Again, the running room's hard to come by here from Mack tonight.
This is a slight up-tempo. There's not much going on for Kings Mountain. They might be in the huddle for maybe a few seconds, and they're to the line, and they're trying to snap it fast.
Trying to squeeze a few more plays in there. Yeah. They've been controlling the ball, but you got to get a few more plays off to make up the deficit rather than eat up the clock when you got a lead.
Yeah. They were eating up the clock a little bit in the first half, and then they realized, oh, wait, we're behind now. We might need to pick up the pace.
Third quarter, so it's not a sense of urgency per se, but, not wasting our time.
Quarterback keeper by Wade, and he slips through what looks like 5 or 6 Hunter Huss defenders for a first down. That has to be a first down. I think that was a 10-yard pickup by Wade.
He picked up more like 12 there because he was semi-wrapped up in the backfield.
Yeah, I thought he was, but he spun out of it.
Yep, next thing you know, he comes popping out the other side of the pile, keeping his feet moving.
Slippery fellow. Better watch out for him. Kalen Wade's trying to take this game over himself. We've said his name quite a lot. That was your man to watch, We were talking about classic forward player to watch. He's one of them.
174 through the air, 55 on the ground, leading both offensive categories, passing and rushing.
Kings Mountain another Flooring America first down, and that was
that's the first big hole Max had.
Yes, yeah, and he was able to pick up a good 5-6 yards off that.
Yeah, he exploded through it. Again, he's a big guy. He needs a little bit more of a hole. He can't slip through a crack.
Oh, and we've got a flag on the field late now. And it looks like it's going to go against Hunter Huss again. The players are all up in one of their teammates' face like, dude, what are you doing?
I ain't sure it's a teammate that I think he was talking either directly to the Kings Mountain bench or one of the referees. But whatever it was, it was unappreciated, unsportsmanlike.
That is another unsportsmanlike conduct on Hunter Huss.
Yeah, all the momentum on Kings Mountain side. Hunter Huss even starting to come unglued a little bit despite being up 2 scores in the third.
That's another unsportsmanlike conduct. Do you think this might also be the beneficiary of playing at home for Kings Mountain?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's getting under their skin a little bit?
Yeah, it's the breaks that they needed starting to come around.
Yeah.
And you can hear the crowd at home, I'm sure.
Yeah. They are loud and proud right now as this is going to be another timeout for Hunter Huss. We are actually going to step aside for this timeout. Scoreboard 28 Hunter Huss, 14 Kings Mountain.
Hello, I'm David Brinkley. I'm running for North Carolina House in Cleveland County. Visit our website, brinkley4nc.com, to read about the issues we believe in, including education and all the employees involved in running our school system. Team Purple believes in uniting, not dividing. On our website, we discuss not only educators, but our law enforcement, fire departments, and our education lottery system. Thank you. Vote David Brinkley, November the 6th.
This announcement is paid for by David C. Brinkley for NC House.
Back here at Kings Mountain High School, Hunter Huss on top of Kings Mountain, 28-14. Looking at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard, also want to say thank you to David C. Brinkley, running for North Carolina House of Representatives as the title sponsor for today's game. Let me tell you, Hunter Huss needs to watch themselves right now, because people don't take this into consideration, and I know referees are not supposed to be biased, and I'm not saying that they're going to start being biased now, but now you have the referee's attention. This is the second personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Hunter Huss's defense.
Yep, playing at Kings Mountain.
Playing
so
at Kings
you ain't
Mountain.
going to start leaning Hunter Huss's way at any point.
No, not at all.
Not now that they're mouthing off, especially if that was a comment towards the referee rather than a player at the bench. So it would definitely not help the cause.
Absolutely. And again, I am not insinuating that this means that the referees are going to be biased. I'm just saying, Hunter Huss, watch out. Don't start getting chippy, because now the referees are eyeballing, saying, hey, let's keep an eye on this guy and this guy.
They got a few numbers in their heads that they're watching at this point. These guys are getting too emotional and getting a little carried away. Make sure they keep under control here.
1st and 10. Shotgun formation, trips right. Wade keeps it. Quarterback keeper to the right. Gets about 4 or 5.
So Wade adding to his rush total tonight. Again, still leading the team, not in carries, but in yards by a good margin. 11 carries, 60 yards. Next closest, Mac, 12 carries, 26 yards. Just not much room on the ground between the tackles, and Mac's not really a turn-the-edge kind of rusher from his
He's more of a downhill runner.
Yeah.
He wants to get between the tackles and just bulldoze it.
Yeah, push the pile.
Yep. Trips left. Shotgun formation, lone receiver to the right. And that is movement up front.
Defense.
It looks like it's going to be on the defense, offsides.
Yeah. Got to wait and see.
It is, in fact, on Hunter Huss. So that's going to move Kings Mountain forward again. Give him a 1st down. You know what? If you're Kings Mountain, you take it how you get it. At this point, you just take it how you get it.
So the earlier Hunter Huss had a good pass rush going, was able to disrupt a lot of plays. They may have, like I said, figured out a few things in the halftime about how we're going to block number 44, Lowry. He hadn't been nearly as disruptive here in this 3rd quarter. And then there were the penalties to keep the ball moving for Kings Mountain, and I think we just picked up another with the offsides. That gets us within about a yard of our next 1st down. Here comes the 2nd play. That really opens up the playbook, and they are inside the red zone after that penalty. So you're inside the 20. You got a 2nd and short.
Whose number do you call right here? Whose number do you call right here?
I might take a shot at the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
With Pacehour, of course.
Quarterback keeper, and he's gobbled up in the backfield once again. That Hunter Huss defensive line just breaking through.
He lost about 8 on that, and not even sure. He was trying to roll out to his left, which is Pacehour's side. Man, been looking for him, but couldn't even let the play develop long enough for him to do anything. He's scrambling for his life the whole time. So he backed him up about 6 yards. It was 2nd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 7. So knocked back out of the red zone.
Trips right. Shotgun formation. I saw a little bit of movement right there. They wanted to jump, and they're going to be calling a timeout.
He got into the neutral zone, but he backed back up.
Yep, he got a little bit of jumpy right there. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after these messages. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Hello, I'm David Brinkley. I'm running for North Carolina House in Cleveland County. Visit our website, brinkley4nc.com, to read about the issues we believe in, including education and all the employees involved in running our school system. Team Purple believes in uniting, not dividing. On our website, we discuss not only educators, but our law enforcement, fire departments, and our education lottery system. Thank you. Vote David Brinkley, November the 6th.
This announcement is paid for by David C. Brinkley for NC House.
Back here, Kings Mountain High School, 28-14, looking at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Kings Mountain really needs to put this one in the end zone, get it back to get it 1-score game. That'd be the closest they've been since.
And if they score here,
going down early,
I think this is a morale booster for them. If they can get in the end zone here, I know this is a long 3rd and 7. If they can get in the end zone, it should be a morale booster for the defense wise, who played good on their last possession.
And they've had a nice long break here.
Yes, they've had a nice long breather. Kings Mountain is, in fact, eating up some clock here. Hunter Huss has helped them as well.
Rolling out to his right. Uh-oh, he's got pressure. He gets away.
Throws it towards the end zone. And it is caught at the first, really at the 1 yard line by Britton. And he literally stood there and tight-roped it just to make sure he had both feet in. So he had both feet in. That was a wonderful pass, though, by Wade on the move, rolling out to his left. We've seen it multiple times tonight. It's obvious the man can throw on the move because he's been on the move most of the night.
They rush to the line.
And it is a quarterback keeper by Kalen Wade.
Second effort, leaps over the pile. He was stopped initially. Let's see, no signal yet.
No signal. I think they're going to call him down at, once
holding
again.
Up 2, second down.
Probably a second and not even a yard, probably just inches.
Yeah, got back to the line.
Probably just inches. Let's see if he'll pull a Cam Newton or how Tom Brady's good at doing it as well. Just pull it and reach over. Pull it and reach over.
Yeah, the way they rushed to the line kind of gave away the play there.
Yeah.
Tried again. Nowhere to go. They got him by the leg, and he's just hopping around. This time dropped for about a half-yard loss.
The old saying, though, is the closer you get, the harder it is to get in.
I agree. He's a good rusher, but he's slippery. He's more of a pocket collapse. I'll find some room. This is Max territory
I was about to say, I would bring in the big boys. I'd have brought a fullback in, maybe an extra lineman, and
I think they were so close to the goal line, they thought they'd just sneak it on in.
Yeah.
Their quarterback's maybe not. He's not pushing 200 pounds.
No, not at all. No. Now, I would understand them doing this if it was Hunter Huss, but.
There they go. Give it to Mac.
And he's pushing it in.
And
he stretches in for the touchdown. If you are Kings Mountains fans, you are happy about that. Kalen Mack pushes in for the touchdown.
Now, they stopped him at the line, but he kept on his feet. And like I said, big boy fell forward, fell across the goal line.
Really lucky, though, because he was stopped there for a minute. Really lucky. They didn't call the play dead for forward progress.
Yeah, he plowed his way in.
So that will bring this to a one-score game. One-score game, extra point pending with 1:11 left. That was a Ronaldo Auto-Mall touchdown for Kalen Mack as he's happy to put his name on the score sheet. Field goal is good, and with that, we're going to go to commercial. 28-21, Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain.
Hello, I'm David Brinkley. I'm running for North Carolina House in Cleveland County. Visit our website, brinkley4nc.com. to read about the issues we believe in, including education and all the employees involved in running our school system. Team Purple believes in uniting, not dividing. On our website, we discuss not only educators, but our law enforcement, fire departments, and our education lottery system. Thank you. Vote David Brinkley, November the 6th.
This announcement is paid for by David C. Brinkley for NC House.
Luz Fish Box in Kings Mountain is celebrating 50 years of business. That's right, 50 years. They got to be doing something right. Just think of the thousands they have served in the past 50 years. And check out their weekly specials. Tuesday, large whiting plate with all the trimmings, $6.99. Wednesdays, their flounder plate with all the trimmings, $7.99. Thursdays, it's their 8-ounce hamburger steak plate, peppers and onions, mushroom gravy, choice of potato, slaw or salad, and hush puppies, only $5.99. Luz Fish Box, 1104 Shelby Road, Highway 74 Business West in Kings Mountain. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. till 9 p.m.
Back here at Kings Mountain, ball has been returned to the 50-yard line off the Kings Mountain kickoff. Hunter Huss brings it to the 50-yard line.
Slow to get up there. Good return. He picked up a block, found the sideline, brought it all the way out to the 50.
Yeah.
Makes his way over, though. He did get up, walked off the field.
We'll see if Kings Mountain's defense can repeat what they did the last time they were on the field.
So he got it across the 50.
Yeah. Oh, well, the 51.
The 51-yard line there.
Yeah, 51-yard line.
51-yard line.
Got to the 49 in Kings Mountain territory by 1 yard. We'll see if the Kings Mountain defense can stay strong like they did the last time they were on the field. Got a minute left in the third quarter. 3 running back pistol formation And that was great defense by Kings Mountain as they swarmed it. He didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. If he did, barely.
That looks like Wade's quarterback sneak attempts there, just engulfed by the entire defense at the point of contact.
Oh, yes.
Right there on the center. That's going to bring up second team. It says first over there still.
Face mask. They got him for a face mask on the defense.
So we're going to back him up and
move it forward. Yep, face mask on Kings Mountain. That'll move it forward.
Enough for a first down.
Enough for a first down and much more.
Thank Flooring America for sponsoring tonight's first downs. They've had plenty of them. So Flooring America. That's out of 602 Slater Street on Kings Mountain. All your flooring needs there from Flooring America.
Looking at another 3 running back pistol formation for Hunter Huss.
Offense took turns getting set there.
Wallace with the handoff. Bouncing outside to the left is Demarius Davis.
Picks up about 5.
Picks up a solid 5 or 6 yards. We'll see when they change it on the scoreboard. Parker Farm Service scoreboard. 28-21.
This is where Kings Mountain defense needs to show up, step up, make a big stop. They need another one of those big breaks. Maybe if we start talking about it again, somebody put one on the ground for us, Hunter. But might be time that they have to make something happen rather than relying on the breaks. They got their break, they got their scores, they're within 7 points. Just got to have another stop. Got to get the ball back.
So Wallace thought about pitching it outside, but he keeps it for himself.
Picked up about 3 or 4, not enough for the first yet, though.
Looks like they're going to let the clock run down and take us into the 4th quarter. Score is 28-21. Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain. Be back after these messages.
You could be the next satisfied customer at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. Come in now and check out the huge selection of late model, pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. And with a low down payment, you could be riding today. Come in for all the details, and chances are you'll be the next satisfied customer from SNR Auto Sales. 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Online at srautosales.com. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 on Saturday. That's SNR Auto Sales.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look.
CKDKDS Macron.
Yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail.
Back here, Kings Mountain High School. Kings Mountain is down by a touchdown to Hunter Huss. The score is 28-21. Hunter Huss, as they also are on offense right now. Kings Mountain is looking to have a good defensive stand here as it is 3rd and 1. Kings Mountain is really relying on their defense. Would love to see it be able to make a big stop here. Last time the defense was on the field, they were able to come up with a fumble that Kings Mountain later turned into a touchdown. 3rd and 1. Handoff, and he is gobbled up in the backfield. Does not make it.
No, not a first down.
Not a first down. He may have lost a little bit of yardage.
Decision time for Hunter Huss.
It is big decision time. Do you go for it right here?
I think so. You're inside the 30, so you can if you want to for sure.
Yeah, they're definitely going to go for it. I'm looking.
Not get it.
I'm looking down there, and none of their offensive players have come off the field right now. Definitely going to go for it. Big 4th and 3. This is a 4th and 3 right now. 2 running backs in the backfield for the shotgun formation. And they hold. Great defensive play right there by Kings Mountain.
Yeah, they were chasing
defensive play by
chasing
Kings
the quarterback around the backfield. And then the pass came in. 2 defenders met him at about the same time, so tough catch to be made.
Great defensive stop by Kings Mountain. They really got pressure on the quarterback, Zoe Wallace. I said that early. I said quarterback pressure will be key for both sides of the ball. Hunter Huss has been able to do it most of the night on Wade. It was good to see that Kings Mountain was able to do that on Wallace right there. So Kings Mountain will get on the field, offense, trying to see if they can tie this score up. There's 11-11 left in this fourth quarter. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened there? Oh, that was third down. That was on third down. So this was the fourth down play.
Actually, marker says first down. Something
First
happened
down.
where they
Something
picked up
must
a
have
first.
happened where they got the first
But there was
down.
a penalty. Must have got a penalty on that.
I must have missed the penalty.
Little excitement in the press box. The half and half tonight has escalated to a ridiculous $2,400. And I'm sitting here holding a few tickets, and
Yes,
they
you
were about
are.
to announce that they let Richard Walker's wife draw the ticket. So hopefully she drew a good one for us.
That is
But yes, they
that
must
is
have
a
converted
large
their
number.
first down. And
yeah, there was a lot of people up here that were going
tell you what, too, that was a
crazy.
wide open touchdown they just missed
Yes,
on that
it
play.
was.
They had a receiver just wide open in the backfield and missed him in the end zone.
They tried to run the ball right here, handed it off to Prince Bema. Prince Bema, he was unable to get much further than what looked to be a yard. Through Kings Mountain, whatever happened must have been an unfortunate break. Again, I didn't see what happened, didn't see if there was a flag called. There was just too much jubilation up here in the press box. I kind of got lost in it.
There were a few people like between us and the field as well, so it
Yeah.
might have unfolded on the other side of the
Yeah,
crowd.
absolutely.
So Hunter Huss retains possession, but defense is stepping up here, bringing up a 3rd and 10. I smell a blitz. They've got 6 in the box.
Oh, yeah.
This is a stacked box, Kings Mountain.
3rd and 10. Blown dead.
Got a whistle before the play gets going.
Blown dead. See what the call on the field is.
That is the call. That's going to back them up. 5, 3rd and 15 now.
Good Kings Mountain, you happy about that? Third and 15, shotgun play. Wallace brings the pass across the field, and they gets absolutely leveled. Cannot hold on to the ball. That was Tyson Danner.
That was number 10 that blasted him.
Oh, yeah, blasted him. Yeah, it was Tyson Danner that tried to hold on to the pass from Wallace, and he absolutely got blasted. This is at 4th and 15 now for Hunter Huss. The question is...
So the big defensive play there, Damian
that was another
Wilson,
big defensive
number
play.
10, blasted him as he caught the ball and just knocked it out of his hands.
Looks like they're going to go for a field goal.
That would help quite a bit here with only 9.5 minutes, and that would make it a 2-score game. So if he's able to push this through, that would be a big advantage to Hunter Huss here.
I'm actually surprised that they're going for the field goal.
Let's see.
Hunter Huss has had so much effectiveness on offense.
It's going to be a 39-yarder. They've called timeout to talk about it, so they may change their mind here. But 4th and 15, that'd be hard to run a play thinking you're going to get a first down.
We'll be back after these messages.
Hello, I'm David Brinkley. I'm running for North Carolina House in Cleveland County. Visit our website, brinkley4nc.com, to read about the issues we believe in, including education and all the employees involved in running our school system. Team Purple believes in uniting, not dividing. On our website, we discuss not only educators, but our law enforcement, fire departments, and our education lottery system. Thank you. Vote David Brinkley, November the 6th.
This announcement is paid for by David C. Brinkley for NC House.
scoreboard here, the Parker Farm Service scoreboard. 28-21. 28-21, Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain. Hunter Huss now on the field, getting ready to attempt a field goal. It's a pretty long field goal. The first time the kicker was on the field to attempt the field goal, it was the first point after that Hunter Huss went for, Kings Mountain was able to block. So let's see if Kings Mountain can bring the pressure needed right here to disrupt such a distance field goal attempt for Hunter Huss. And they get through, the kick is up, and it is good. So Hunter Huss actually puts more points on the board with a pretty deep field goal kick. That'll make the score now 31-21. With that, we will be back after these messages.
Bill Shuford Heating and Air and American Standard presents the American Standard Set the Standard event. Now through November 30th, get up to $1,000 in discounts on qualifying American Standard equipment, or get 0% APR financing with 60 equal monthly payments, plus many more special Set the Standard event offers. See Bill Shuford Heating and Air for all the details. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Call 704-484-0025. For a friendly hometown experience and the purchase of your next vehicle, see Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. They have no managers, just leaders in the automotive industry that give you the personal touch you need. You get the same big market discounts, but with a friendly hometown experience. The same applies to their parts and service department with free estimates, custom paint and repairs on all makes and models. Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com.
Back here, Kings Mountain. Hunter Huss with the kickoff sends it to the end zone, and it will roll out the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, he's feeling it after that 39-yarder goes through the uprights and makes it a 10-point game. That was a big field goal. We were talking, now Kings Mountain has the difficult task of scoring, getting a stop without them scoring, and scoring again to try to make up the 10-point deficit. It's a two-possession game at this point, and we're in the final quarter of play, so sense of urgency.
Yep.
Maybe see a little hurry-up offense even here with only, even with 9 minutes out, 10 minutes out.
9:58 left in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation. Kalen Wade comes up throwing to Kobe Pacehour, and he gets it for the first down and a little bit more, maybe a good 15-yard gain.
Yep, going to give him more like 17. So he fell forward there. He goes over 200 yards through the air with that pass, does Wade. And Pacehour goes over 100 yards receiving with that catch. So 2 milestones reached, 2 birds, 1 stone, but
bad snap on the floor. Hunter Huss grabs it. And Hunter Huss has recovered the bad snap. Actually, it really wasn't a bad snap. Wade was just unable to handle it with his hands. Unfortunate and possibly a costly mistake for Kings Mountain.
Yeah.
And that puts Hunter Huss in Kings Mountain's territory. Puts them really like on the 40.
Yeah, they're on the verge of field goal range after what we just saw.
After what we saw, they're actually on the 32.
Another field goal at this point only helps you a little bit, and you can't give up a touchdown field goal to tie.
Right.
Does still help, though. Means you got to score twice touchdowns, both.
Unfortunate for Kings Mountain.
Maybe they can keep them here, keep them out of field goal range, not even let them have a first, still have time to get 2 possessions in. In the waning minutes of the fourth quarter, only 10 minutes left to play, 9.5, 9:27 officially on the clock. Hand off to 4, he finds room.
Malik Corey.
Gashes him for a quick 8 yards.
Malik Corey on the handoff from Zoe Wallace.
Nobody on their team has more than 40 yards on the ground, but they are well over 100 yards at this point rushing. So they just spread it around back there. It's a bit back by committee, the hot hand,
back by committee. I know a team that likes to do that. It's called the Patriots.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that like to do that. They're all teams with no real running back.
Well, if it works, it works. And so far, they've been able to keep fresh legs for most of the night. So this is the quarterback keeper by Zoe. Zoe Wallace getting the first down and more for Hunter Huss. I wouldn't be surprised if Hunter Huss keeps it on the ground a lot more on this
Oh, yeah,
drive
they're
and the
trying to
next
eat
one.
up
They're
the
trying to
clock.
eat
They're
up
not
clock.
pass it at all.
Not at all.
Well, if you got intercepted, that would be the
Yeah.
worst thing you could do, throw a pick. Might not even be your fault.
Right.
Get tipped or something. So, yeah, they're playing clock ball, trying to eat up as much as possible. Kings Mountain really needs to.
You can't blame them either. You
here.
can't blame them either. You got a 10-point lead, and you're trying to hold on to it, and try not to even give Kings Mountain much of a chance.
Yep.
Once again, the ball is put on the ground with Malik Corey.
It's maybe 2. They're at the point where they could do the same field goal they did last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Corey leading on the rushing stats with 40 yards. 5 carries. I may have missed one here and there, but it's close enough.
We are not professional statisticians.
No, they're not keeping state records off of what I'm writing on this piece of notebook paper.
7:40 left in the fourth quarter, 31-21. Hunter Huss with the ball and with the lead. Looks like they're going to continue to run the ball as it is. Oh, they throw it in the air.
It was play action, though, designed to get the defense in a heavy rush, and it almost worked. He just missed a receiver who had one-on-one coverage right near the goal line. Went through his hands, so that could have easily been a scoring play.
So bring up 3rd and 9.
Yep, that was a fortunate, good defense, too.
That was good defense for
single
Kings Mountain.
coverage for him to get his arm in there. May have broken that one up. Might
Kings
not have
Mountain,
been so
these
much
last
of a
few
bad
plays,
pass.
has shown some really good defense because they realize what Hunter Huss wants to do, and they say, hey, nah, there's no way. We got to give our offense some more time to be able to see if we can put some points on the board. Zoe Williams pulls the ball after reading 2 running backs, and he keeps it all the way for a first down.
That's unfortunate. If they could stop them from scoring here, they still got a chance. But if they score a touchdown, that's real trouble. That's looking, you need 2 touchdowns and another score of some kind.
You know, Zoe Williams probably didn't really want to run out of bounds, but that was about the only way he could go. But he did pick up the first down. So Hunter Huss in the driver's seat right now. Looking really promising on this drive. As they inch closer and closer to the end zone. Ball on the 7. 1st and goal from the 7. High snap. Handed off to Malik Corey. There's a flag on the play, but Corey was able to get into the end zone.
Yes. Yeah, it's got to be a
touchdown.
hold.
I believe it's coming back.
Hold.
It was, in fact, a holding call.
We'll have to accept that one, I think.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be a holding on the offense. So bring that touchdown back. Bring that ball back. We'll see if Kings Mountain can really step up their defense right here. As they kind of got away with one because Malik Corey, he really did basically walk into the end zone. He did. Yeah. He did. There was a huge hole for him to get in there. So Kings Mountain, the beneficiary there from a holding call on the Hunter Huss offense.
I think that's why there was a huge hole.
Yeah.
Little extra blocking going on.
I'll tell you what, though. Tony Davis has not been much of a factor.
No, one good return.
But Zoe Wallace has really impressed me from the quarterback position. He's really impressed me from the quarterback position.
Yeah, he's got a good stat line going. He's got 159 through the air, and he's close to leading their team in rushing as well. He's got 35 yards on the ground.
Back Hunter Huss up again. It is a delay of game call on Hunter Huss. So they keep shooting themselves in the foot right now. What looked to be a promising
they're
drive.
At the 7-yard line now. They're at the 22.
It'll be 1st down and 22, but you know what? I'm not going to take it away from them. They could pick up these 22 yards in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That's how explosive this offense has been all night for Hunter Huss.
They keep him out of the end zone now. That still gives Kings Mountain a good chance to score and get the ball back.
So Williams with a throw to the deep part of the end zone, and it is pulled in for the touchdown.
That was a great diving catch.
I think that's Jaheim Mullen.
It's a big receiver.
I think that was Jaheim Mullen, if I'm looking at the number correctly. And they are, in fact, going to give the touchdown to Jaheim Mullen. That is his 3rd touchdown on the night. Second receiving touchdown.
His third touchdown as far as we've been keeping the book.
Yes,
yeah, we had him one that he didn't actually have earlier. Now he's got a receiving touchdown from 22 yards out.
Score is now 38-21. Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain. We'll be back after these messages. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Is it time to update your kitchen? Then see the Kitchen Cafe at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Right now, save up to $1,500 when you buy 4 select GE Cafe appliances. Now is the time to save. If you're building a new home or remodeling your old one, this is a deal you can't pass up. Again, save up to $1,500 when you buy 4 select GE Cafe appliances at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia is now your E-Z-Go golf cart dealer. Come in and get yours today. And for a limited time, buy an E-Z-Go golf cart and get 0% financing for 48 months. Come on in for all of the details. But that's not all. In addition to Yamaha and Polaris, Full Throttle Power Sports is now your Arctic Cat dealer. Take advantage of their Rush to Ride sales event with rebates of up to $1,500. Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk-In Law, online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Hunter Huss sends the kickoff through the end zone. 7:05 left in the fourth quarter. 38-21, Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain. Hunter Huss has shown complete dominance on the offensive side, whether it's on the ground or through the air. This is a big possession for Kings Mountain. Big possession for Kings Mountain. Try and get on the board. Got some scores for you. Crest with the victory over Ashbrook, 31-20. Wade looking deep for Pacehour. Pacehour high points the ball and grabs it, and he is still going. Goodness gracious. He high pointed that ball, went up for it, and, you know, that's a good, he mossed him. He really did. He mossed him. He went up and over the defensive back, and he went up there and mossed him. Another quick score for you guys before we talk about that last play. Burns is up 38-35 with 4 minutes left at Kramer.
That's a big hit that they needed to try to get the big chunk at once. I get in the end zone, plenty of time to get the ball back.
Absolutely. But what they have to also remember is they got to be able to stop. As that snap is low, Wade picks it up, and he's trying to make something happen, and he throws it away. I've heard multiple people up here that he just needs to throw it away. I heard it all over this press box, and I agree. You know, when you have nothing down the field, don't force it. Don't force it, especially in double, triple coverage. Don't force it. Sometimes the best thing for you to do is to throw it away because it stops that clock.
Yeah,
especially if
a
you're
few
down.
times earlier he forced it and it intercepted.
Right. That's exactly right. But I will say this: this is a big drive.
Yeah, as far as even
especially to score fast. Especially to score fast. But what you got to also remember is the defense has got to come out and stop. Got to stop Hunter Huss from doing what they're doing. And that ball is almost intercepted for Hunter Huss. Wade tried to make a play when he was draped in coverage. Wade just trying to make a play, trying to keep Kings Mountain's hopes alive as there's 6:35 left here on a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that was cornerback number 28, Desmond Hope there, breaking that one up for Hunter Huss and almost slipping in front of the receiver for an interception.
Almost another interception on the day for Kalen Wade. Wade in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. Throws the ball over the center. And that is grabbed by Holden Turner, the tight end. Looked like a little seam route by Turner. Just sends him right up the center of the field. Nobody was really looking for him. He comes up with a first down. 6:27. It'll be a first down here for the Kings Mountain Mountaineers. Kalen Wade rolling out right. Throws the ball into the end zone.
Sails out the back, intended for Britton.
Kalen Wade still trying to make something happen for for Kings Mountain against this Hunter Huss defense, who has been pretty solid for the night, but they've been able to let the big play ball happen. I think what I could say mostly, since it's my first time watching Hunter Huss, that front four is disruptive, is very disruptive. Kalen Wade takes the snap, little screen pass out to Pacehour. Pacehour breaks one, slips in between a few. And they're going to mark him down even though the ball did come out. Pacehour is slow, really slow to get up. If he even gets up, he's still hugging the turf.
He got hit pretty hard.
He did, and he is still on the ground with that. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after these messages.
There's a new Kubota for every job, every harvest, every task. From zero-turn mowers to utility vehicles to tractors to construction equipment, Kubota fits the bill. Kubota products are engineered to work only 2 shifts, day and night. Kubota has tractors ranging from 18 to 168 horsepower. Whether you're moving tons of earth or just cutting your lawn, Kubota will never let you down. And check out their zero-turn mowers with decks from 42 to 60 inches. The Kubota Z-Series can handle any terrain. See the lineup today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive at the Highway 74 bypass Oak Grove Road intersection in Kings Mountain. Do you know what Putnam Distributor sells? Auto parts, truck parts, stuff for all sorts of equipment, plus 25 brands of motor oil, hydraulic fluids, filters, batteries, even nuts and bolts, and all at low, low prices. Putnam Distributors is located in downtown Patterson Springs, just 5 minutes from Kmart and the Cleveland Mall. Go south on Highway 226 or Highway 180 and just follow the signs. Putnam's prices are low on everything and for everybody. Call 704-487-9395 or visit them online at PutnamDistributors.com.
Back here at Kings Mountain, Kobe Pacehour is finally up and walking off the field. Took a nasty hit after receiving the screen pass. Happy to see him get up and walk off the field. Score here is still 38-21. Looking at the Parker Farm Services scoreboard. 5:42 left in the fourth quarter. Third down. Kalen Wade hands it off to Kalen Mack, who is dropped down in the backfield. Loss of yards. Nowhere going. So this will bring up fourth down.
Big fourth down.
Very big
Need to
fourth
keep
down.
the drive alive or get in the end zone here. 6 yards to the stick. About 16 to the end zone. Defense shows blitz. Could have been fake blitz, but Kings Mountain calls timeout.
Timeout. We'll be back after these messages. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Start your morning with a rich, smooth, and freshly brewed McCafe coffee. And now, get any size for just $1 at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price of participation may vary. A la carte only.
Considering hardwood flooring for your home? Then head to Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. Right now, at both locations, you'll find a big selection of in-stock hardwoods on sale, priced as low as $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot. At at Flooring America, located at 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow.
Back here, Kalen Wade takes the snap at Kings Mountain. 4th down, he is being chased. And he throws it out of bounds.
The flag comes down.
Flag on the play.
It's 4th down as well, so throwing it out of bounds is not going to help the cause. Almost certainly intentional grounding, so they're going to wave that off.
This will bring Hunter Huss's offense onto the field once again. 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Hunter Huss has the lead 38-21. You got to think.
That'll about dash Kings Mountain's hopes. They needed 3 scores at this point because they're down by 17. So even two scores with two two-point conversions would only get you 16 points. And so you were looking at 3 scores, 4.5 minutes, and you didn't score there when you got inside the 20. So that's unfortunate, but it's probably going to be the nail. Even though there's 4.5 minutes, it's not impossible to score 3 times, but it is extremely difficult. It's getting the ball back after you score, getting it back twice.
Getting it back right here is what's going to be so difficult as well.
You almost have to score immediately every time you get it.
Absolutely.
And there's got to be an onside kick recovered in there as well.
That's even saying they can get Hunter Huss off the field, who's about to just run probably the ball every time. Hunter Huss hands it to the big man in the backfield.
Number 37, it's his first touch. He finds no room. 37-27.
Dondra Burris, fullback.
Dondra Burris.
This is a handoff now to Corey. So he gets only a few yards as well, maybe a 2-yard gain. This might bring up 3rd and 7. Maybe 3rd and 6. We'll see. It is, in fact, 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6, 3:30 left in the 4th quarter, 38-21. Hunter Huss with the lead over Kings Mountain. Looking at the Parker Farm Service scoreboard.
Clock milking.
Absolutely. And Malik Corey was stopped as well. And that is going to bring out the punting team for Hunter Huss, who just wanted to run the ball, eat up some clock. As Kings Mountain will take a timeout. We'll be back after these messages.
It's our final time.
Tires, tires, and more tires. New tires, used tires. You'll find them all at Parker's BP Amoco in Kings Mountain. Located at 908 Shelby Road, right across from the Armory. For over 45 years, Parker's BP Amoco has been serving the Kings Mountain area. They also do all types of automotive repair, from an oil change to a tune-up to brake repair. And they are a North Carolina inspection station. That's Parker's BP Amoco in Kings Mountain, a proud supporter of Kings Mountain Mountaineer football. Get your yard ready for fall and winter with a stop at Hometown Hardware in Kings Mountain. Right now is the time to plant your grass seed and put out your fertilizer in line. And while you're there, see their huge selection of warded pumpkins. That's right, decorative warded pumpkins. Plus fall mums and even Indian corn. Great decorations for your home. See Kyle and leave with a smile, or see Joe and save some dough at Hometown Hardware, 110 South Railroad Avenue, Kings Mountain.
Punt away by Hunter Huss.
Darn coffin corner bomb right that was, Hunter.
Yeah, that puts Kings Mountain a ways back in their own territory. 2 minutes and 58 seconds left. Hunter Huss with the lead, 38-21.
He crushed that punt and angled it out of bounds.
He had a, yeah, he put it up there for some solid hang time.
Ball snapped from the Hunter Huss 40, or the Kings Mountain 40, and ended up into the Hunter Huss 40, and they put it all the way to Kings Mountain 15. So waiting on him to get the ball marked in position. There's a unsportsmanlike or some sort of penalty on Hunter Huss. Personal foul. So they're going to move the ball about. Let's see how far he walks it off. 10 yards.
Once again, Hunter Huss, they need to watch themselves. I know the game is
15-yard penalty.
Almost done, but this is no time to get chippy.
Yep. That brings it out to the 29. Still a long road to hoe for Kings Mountain Mountaineers.
Hand off to Mack. Unable to get anything more than about 2 or 3 yards as well. Shotgun formation. Wade looking outside. Ball is reeled in by Quentin Davidson as he works his way forward for a first down and more. Out of bounds he goes. 2:21 still on the scoreboard. Kings Mountain trying to muster up some offense to try and get in the end zone to try and shorten up this deficit that they're in. Delayed handoff to Kalen Mack. Lowered his helmet. Got about a 5 to 6 yard gain on that run. So this might bring up 2nd and 5. We'll see what they mark him as. They did in fact mark him 2nd and 5. Pistol formation, takes the snap. Wade does, slips by a couple of defenders, sends it downfield. Incomplete.
He's got an
incomplete. Looking at Quentin Davidson. He does. He does.
Strong.
He does. And you know, you wouldn't think so because he doesn't look very big. He's still slim framed, doesn't really have his man body. But he's got an arm. He has got an arm. Two outside wide. Handoff to Kalen Mack as he gets forward for maybe another 3 yards. This might bring it to a 3rd and 2 now. Maybe a long 3rd and 2 or maybe 3rd and 3. See what they mark him at.
I only gave him a yard.
Only gave him a yard, so it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 4.
Fourth
and 4. Sorry, 4th and 4. Well, they have to go for it at this point as there is a 1:10 left in the game. Option play, pitches outside. He gets the first down and a lot more. And that was a pitch out to Jameis Ussery, the junior for Kings Mountain. So he was able to get the first down and more. 58 seconds left. Clock is still running. Score is 38-21, Hunter Huss over Kings Mountain. Shotgun formation. It's another pitch play, and it is unable to be picked up by the running back. Hunter Huss was able to recover it, and that will be the nail in the coffin that ends this game. Hunter Huss can come out here and just run 1 or 2 plays and end the game, as they are up 38-21 on Kings Mountain. Unfortunate way to end a drive there for Kings Mountain.
It would have had to been a 17-point drive, though, to have made a difference.
Yes.
With only 38 seconds left, they're going to take 1 knee with no timeouts. That should get it in the books. May have to take 2 knees, but
I think they'll have to take 2. If they even take a knee, who knows? They might just run it.
On a running play, though, the clock will continue to run, so it's just how quick they get the ball spotted. They won't even bother spotting the ball. This will be the last play. They'll take their time spotting it so that it gets inside the 25-second mark.
He is, in fact, going to take a knee. We're going to let the clock run down. Looks like Hunter Huss is going to come away with a victory, 38-21.
Yep, that was the last play. Going to take their time spotting, and we're inside 25 seconds now, so the play clock's no longer an issue, and that'll do it. Tonight's game's going to end 21-38. Hunter Huss comes away with another victory, stays unscathed, still undefeated on the season.
They did. They came out here
take a
and
win
did
out
what
of
they needed to do to get a victory to stay undefeated.
Yep.
We are going to take a break, but coming up, stick around. The Country Camping Corner post-game show will give you a play of the game, defensive, offensive players who we thought really shined. So stick around. We'll be back after these messages. KTCBroadcasting.com.
You could be the next satisfied customer at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. Come in now and check out the huge selection of late model, pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. And with a low down payment, you could be riding today. Come in for all the details, and chances are you'll be the next satisfied customer from SNR Auto Sales. 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Online at srautosales.com. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 on Saturday. That's SNR Auto Sales.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look.
CKDKDS Macron.
Ah, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail.
And we are back here, Kings Mountain High School, for the Country Camping Corner post-game show. You are listening to this, KTCBroadcasting.com. Hunter Yancey, Jason Sane. This was a big game. You know, this was, conference championship contention.
Yeah, mid-season.
In like mid-season. Both of these teams came in with great records, high-powered offenses we knew were going to come from the both of them. It just came down really to whose defense was going to step up more and make the big plays, as the final score once again was, what was it, Jason? They took it off the board.
21-38.
21-38. Hunter Huss on top of Kings Mountain. So they stay unblemished. Kings Mountain falls to 4-2, but would you say that Kings Mountain is one of the better 4-2 schools in the state?
Yeah, absolutely. And they were in this game barring a few unlucky interceptions that just turned the tide in Hunter Huss's favor and made this a much greater margin of victory than what it really should have been.
Absolutely.
You take those couple of plays away.
I agree, and like we said, we just came down to whose defense was going to make the plays. With that, we're going to go over to the whatsupshopper.com play of the game. Jason, what was your play of the game?
It was the incredible pick six on a bubble screen of all things. Almost impossible to intercept past because the quarterback don't even move. He just gets the ball, turns, and throws it. So to read that immediately and pick it off and go to the end zone, Jaheim Mullen tonight's play of the game with the pick six that just happened in the blink of an eye and stretched the score. Just never were able to make up the difference.
Yeah, I think that was one that was really a shot in the eye for Kings Mountain. They were not expecting that at all. They were thinking, hey, because that came after Kings Mountain just had an interception, so their hopes were high. They were like, yes, this is what we needed, and all of a sudden, first play, pick 6 from not even 10 yards outside of the end zone. So, that was a real tide turner, and maybe set the tempo for Hunter Huss most of the game. You said his name. We're going to go to it now. Hendricks Appliance Defensive Player of the game. I think you said it.
The defensive player of the game, who did we decide to give that to?
We gave that to the man himself, Jaheim Mullen.
Yeah.
Jaheim Mullen came up with 2.
He had the big play of the game. So
yes.
On top of that, he had another interception that he returned for about 90 yards and set up the first touchdown from inside to 5. So, again, Jaheim Mullen, he was the What's Up Chopper play of the game with the pick 6, and that earned him the Hendricks Appliance Defensive Player of the Game title as well, because he added a second interception to that, and he scored 2 touchdowns as a wide receiver.
I was about to say, you could almost say he's just been everywhere. Offensively, defensively, his hands were active.
But that particular play and then the 2 interceptions makes him tonight's Hendricks Appliance Defensive Player of the Game as well. Congratulations, Jaheim Mullen, on a great game tonight. On the road.
I feel like I was calling his name all night. I might be going home tonight just thinking Jaheim Mullen, Jaheim Mullen. I just was so used to saying his name.
Yeah, called it a few times.
Called it a few times offensively and defensively. Now we're going to go over to the Campers Inn RV Offensive Player of the Game.
We're bringing this one back home. Number 11 with the most impressive stat line of the night, Kalen Wade. Sure enough, he had 20 pass attempts, and he had about 15 completions for a whopping 296 yards, and he threw for 1 touchdown to Paysor. The other passing touchdown was Raheem Mack's long pass, or excuse me, Raquelin Mack.
Yeah, Raquelin Mack did have a pass.
One pass, and that was one of the 2 touchdowns. So Wade only had one of the 2 touchdowns, but what an impressive line he had tonight with 15 completions for 296 yards, almost went over 300 yards. Great game at quarterback for Wade. On the ground, he rushed 11 times for 60 yards, so he led the team in passing yards, rushing yards. And, of course, you can't throw passes to yourself, or he'd probably been receiving leader as well.
Yeah.
Paysauer did pace the receivers with 160 yards of his own and a touchdown. So a great night for Paysauer, too. But Wade, 300 yards through the air. That's impressive.
Absolutely. And we knew Wade was going to come in here and be a threat. He's the one that touches the ball all the time, and he's such a dual threat. He was one of our classic Ford players to watch before the game, and I agree 100%.
Yeah, he gave you something to watch for
offensive MVP, definitely, because of that stat line was ridiculous. It really was. Unfortunately, wasn't able to come out on the winning side.
He could care less about those 300 yards when you don't win, but he had a great game. So he's our Campers Inn RV offensive MVP.
And now the SNR Auto Sales Player of the Game. Some of you were thinking, well, why didn't you give it to Wade? He had such a big night.
Yeah, well, his counterpart came in a little under the radar. Everybody was touting the Davis number 12. He's being scouted heavily, but didn't have much impact on tonight's game other than a long kickoff return. Tony Davis number 12 slightly quiet as our Hunter Huss Classic Ford player to watch, but still a good game. He made his presence known, but tonight it was Zoe Wallace. 15 pass attempts, completed 12 of them for 181 yards. And I have to check the stat sheet, but I think he had 3 touchdowns to his name as well. Yep, 3 passing touchdowns for Wallace, 2 to Mullen, 1 to Nash. So Zoe Wallace, 181 yards through the air, 3 passing touchdowns. And on the ground, he chipped in 35 yards on 6 rushing attempts. That was only second fiddle to 2 other running backs who had 45 and 41 yards respectively. So 35 yards on the ground, 181 through the air, 3 passing touchdowns. Congratulations, Zoe Wallace. You're tonight's SNR Auto Sales Player of the Game.
Absolutely. Zoe Wallace as well led this Hunter Huss team to another victory, being able to take them to be undefeated still, as we are about halfway through high school football season. I said early in the game, I said this Hunter Huss team, this might be the strongest team they'll face so far. And they came out here and they popped Kings Mountain in the mouth. Granted, they got, they were the beneficiaries, the 2 interceptions. One of them was a pick 6. But other than that, the offense for me, looking at Hunter Huss, again, this was my first time watching Hunter Huss, it was very balanced. It was very balanced. They could do it through the air. They could also do it on the ground. And like you said, it's a running back by committee that they use on the offense for Hunter Huss. Well, all of those running backs are explosive in some way, and they're hard to take down on the first initial tackle. So I was very impressed with what I saw out of Hunter Huss. Do you have anything that you would say for Kings Mountain going forward that they can maybe work on in the coming weeks? I know this is, this is a game that, I mean, really, they're just a few. I was about to say they're just a few mistakes away of this being a lot closer than what it was.
Yeah, when you're outside the pocket there, Wade did just forced a few ill-advised passes. He'd been scrambling for a long time. You got to know
he scrambled all night.
That clock that's in your head had already ticked down. You had already left the pocket.
As soon as he got the snap, that clock was gone because Hunter Huss's defensive line, I think that was what most impressive for me. The offense can put up numbers, but that defensive line was so disruptive. It just took, Wade and all of them out of their game plan.
Yeah, Wade's the only thing you take away is when you've been scrambling for a little over 10 seconds, if the coverage hadn't broken down by now and you don't have a guy waving his arms at you, maybe don't force it into the first person you see when you're on the run, throwing off your back leg with defenders in your face. Because you just don't have the same zip on it. He's got a strong arm, but when he has to lob one, that just gives the defense time to get underneath it. That happened to him twice tonight. It wasn't really necessarily bad passes. It was just ill-advised on the run, scrambling for my life. One of them was a fourth down, kind of do or die, but forcing it in there did cost him about a 90-yard interception return.
Right.
So maybe think about chunking them out of bounds when you've been scrambling for that long and there's nobody wide open waving at you. It's just time to take your losses. Just take another play.
Absolutely.
Still a great game, though, as far as stats go. And like I said, he could care less about stats. When you don't win, it's still a bitter taste in your mouth. But he still competed tonight. Wade put up big numbers. Just again, they didn't get the touchdowns, and that's what wins the games. The points on the board. You can dominate a stat sheet and lose a game. That did happen just a little bit. They didn't dominate it. Hunter Huss has good stats themselves, but really on paper, Kings Mountain had more yards.
That they did. With that, we're going to start to bring our broadcast to a close. Thank you all of those who were listening. Again, we're going to go through some of our sponsors. The title sponsor for the game tonight, David C. Brinkley for North Carolina House of Representatives, Team Purple. Go Team Purple. Stadium pregame show was brought to you by Bridges Hardware. Thank you, Bridges Hardware, for sponsoring that. Classic Ford was part of our Players to Watch. Flooring America for the first downs. A lot of first downs tonight for both teams. Parker Farm Service for the scoreboard. Ronaldo Auto Mall for the touchdown scored. Hometown Hardware, that was for our halftime show. Country Camping Corner, who is sponsor for our postgame show. What's Up Shopper for the play of the game. Hendricks Appliance, defensive player of the game. Campers and RV, offensive player of the game. And then SNR Auto Sales for the overall player of tonight's game. Thank you to our sponsors, and thank you again to all of those who are listening. Until next time, I'm Hunter Yancey, and this is Jason Sane, and we will see you next time. Enjoy your night.